you're just bringing up your career. Do you think the producer is going to invite you again? I'm not trying to debunk anything, but there are some times that when some people are trying to play games with our head, no. You don't have to play that kind of mind game. Of course, justice is not found on social media. Now, let's go to somewhere. I would play the video of Prime Boy very well to you guys. Then we're going to go to the CTC. We're going to check the sitting position of Sister Cindy. Please, can you summarize Nkotoso Nepa Darusha? See Darusha so Nepa party, their sitting position, the fight and things like that. Can you just summarize it? Sister Cindy, are you there? Barrister Pretty Lady, are you there? I need somebody to help us summarize it. I'm panelist, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, summarize what Mr. Down.
Okay, what really happened to what Darusha said about the party, about the show, how the fight started, where he was, and totally. Thank God that the senses of Papariano, somebody seated in the front said that he was actually pursued. So we're going to play it, don't worry. Oh yeah, please let me summarize. I'm getting things ready now. We're going to have a show. We're going to have a show. Oh yeah. I'm ready if you're ready. Can somebody else summarize? Oh, Papariano said Prime Boy's director is not denying coming to his line to say Darusha chased Prime Boy. I'm not even surprised about that. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Moderator, can you put me on big screen, please? Thank you. Now, you guys, I need you to watch this. What we are concerned about is the sitting positions of everybody and how the fight actually transpired. Now we're going to compare that with what Wumi said. Can you hear me? You say you can't hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Loud and clear.
Don't worry. Okay. So we have to confirm the sitting positions and what Wumi said in our CTC. Let's continue. Don't forget, he said that Darusha was sitting in front. That's still the confirmation of Darusha saying he was seated beside the driver. Don't forget that. That is true. I was sitting down at the owner's seat. The owner's seat is is it the left or the right? Please confirm that. Nigeria uses left wheel drive, and the owner's seat will be at the right.
Right.
Back at the right back, yes. So let's continue. Right back, that means Mohbad was seated at the back of the driver. Wumi was seated at the middle. Spending was at the back. Let's continue. I was sitting to still play. Guys, let's keep on tapping, please. Let's keep on tapping. Okay, so you can see his sitting position. This is how he's seated. He was seated at the back. That's at the right side of the car or the jeep. Okay. Now, this is what I was trying to explain earlier. That means that if you check what hand was Mohbad injured, the left hand, right? Guys, comment section. Oh, sorry, the right hand, right? Comment section. We're going to check the autopsy results.
Yes, right.
The right hand. Now, if this is the sitting position, this place will be his left hand. This will be his left hand. The other place will be his right hand. If this is the left hand and he moves close to Prime Boy, this left hand is not going to shatter that small window. It's going to shatter the big window. But if he's moving close to Prime Boy, it will be the right hand that will adjust the elbow, that will adjust to break the glass wood there. Now, if he also is throwing a punch, there is much possibility that this hand would be the one that will break the small window. And if this hand was used to punch, please, I need you guys to watch closely. If this hand was used to punch, if both hands of Mohbad were used to punch, the wrist is not going to break the glass. It will be the elbow. Please, I don't want anybody to call me. Please, I want people to understand. People in the comment section, do you understand what I just said now? Okay, let me do it again. Look at the sitting position that this guy is confirming. Prime Boy is seated inside. If the door of the jeep is opened, if you are punching Prime Boy, your wrists can't break the glass. Your wrists can't break the glass. It would be your elbow. It is either your elbow broke the glass, or two, Prime Boy punched the glass, broke the glass, and you used your own elbow to scratch it. So if they want to do a very good examination, they need to check on Prime Boy's wrists for mark. They need to check Prime Boy's wrist for any mark that has to do with glass cuttings, or two, Mohbad's glass off, the elbow could have actually broken the glass. So these are things that we all need to assume, not assume. Look at what I'm saying now. Olonwa dawa classy we oh yeah. Yeah, dawa class we Olonwa we no one delay. Please, people in the comment section, I don't know if you can hear me because I can notice that my network is bad.
We can hear you, Mr. Down.
Okay, now from this analysis, we're now going to check the CTC of Wumi to confirm if this is how they wear. Emma Wu, that Prime Boy is seated. Mohbad came in between the door and Prime Boy, and there was a fight before she started. She stood away. We are going to check the CTC Don't forget, this is also the arrangement that Darusha explained. That Mohbad one being or one farm Mohbad Koro, but this guy was seated. Don't forget, that is the same thing Darusha said. Prime Boy has explained this through using a video. I'm going to play it again. Oya security di Mohbad mu. Oya security Mohbad saying, and he now left. That is where he stopped the narration. Do we understand this? Now let us go to Wumi CTC. Let me off my camera. Okay, good. Now Wumi CTC starts from page 138. For people that think I am not reading the CTC, this is how the CTC looks like. This is how the CTC looks like, and I'll be reading from page 138. I'm not going to read much today. Ibitoti explaining. Ibitoti explaining Giant Gongono Momaka. Page 138. Now, they brought in Wumi in page 139. The court, I'll like to take Aloba Cynthia one more first. Are you a Christian or a Muslim? The witness, I'm a Christian. I want to. Today is not a day we should be reading the CTC. I'm not trying to debunk anything. We are only explaining the sitting positions. From page 138 to 140 something, they were talking about Bartimaeus. So let's go to where they said they went to a party. They went to the party around page 150 something. I'm quickly going there. One more list for that is 5,000 home. We need to add my mother also for the translation. That is 5,000 home. So by the time I wait for now, I will send them. And what happened to Mr. Dawa? I think it's network. So because network will balance now, we have to wait for him. Happiness, we have to miss out to the come quiet issue. Happiness, no. Feel on there. Okay, more on there. Clear. We have to miss out to the come quiet issue. Can you catch it? But come and play. I want you to come and go. Come and show you. Papariano. Then you come and phone. Okay. Because we have been on this. We don't mean in a haste to protect yourself to prove that it couldn't have been you. Tell us what happened there. It's to rush everything together. If the money they went to change money, we'll never even hear about this from him. We have to hear from someone else. He should take his time and put everything together. Make us know as a form of a story. Let us put ourselves in your situation. Then at this point we can say, okay, indeed you are innocent. Indeed you are innocent. But look at the way he's rushing everything. At the point I escorted Mohbad, okay, to the scan. But I noticed Mohbad was angry. He didn't want to be in the car. Come on now. How did he become angry? You guys were together. You came now. Was he angry when you came to his home? So it means you were together at every point. So when did he started getting angry? Something led to his anger issue. Tell us those things if you know about it. But everything was just one-sided. So for me again, you are right.
And if he just finished a concert, what will make him angry? He just finished a concert. Not that they were having discussion. Finishing a concert, you still have the aura of your performance with you, and what you want to do is to go and rest. So, anyways, I believe he now has lawyers. Hopefully, he will have explained things to them, and they will have structured his thoughts. But if not, a lot of things are not gelling. It's virtually all of them. Virtually all these people that are talking about. I don't know how that people think. For me, before I would support somebody, I would see that indeed. Why are we not jumping and supporting women? Why are we criticizing people supporting women? Because they're not thinking. Women cannot speak. Women cannot even tell us what happened. Women is going through third party. Papariano, another thing again, right? Going back to this video again. So let's work on this. Perkins followed Mohbad. I didn't get with your account. You have an account. I don't. This your account. They confuse me. Go on. Yeah, Perkins followed Mohbad and Prime Boy probably to the car when that incident of using his hand to stop Prime Boy or whatever. Now, at that point, Darosha and Perkins left to go get money from the POS, right? So, which means when they left, right, there was a fight there, which because he said there was a fight. So he must have seen something. The fact that he established fights, right? He must have seen something. Now he left. Perkins might have seen something. Yeah. Okay, now he left with Darosha. And I believe they came back together. Now, if Darosha is saying he saw them fighting again, where was Perkins? The Perkins witnessed that. Because they went together. It means Darosha is not lying. It means Perkins is not lying. Perkins even going as far as telling us what could have caused the fight. Mohbad wanted to do. Prime was stopping him. You see? Perkins was even confirming like a fight happened. The fight is not dragging his neck. But what caused the fight? That is because it's dragged his neck and he didn't like it. And things went out of hands. Again, I don't know if Prime Boy has people here listening. This is something that he needs to address because Perkins has established a fight. So it's something that he needs to address. He needs to, when Perkins saw the fight, what fight did you see and all of that? He needs to speak to Perkins. They are playing with our medulla, with our brain. I swear. And right now, Perkins has also established his name attached to the video, the old video now. You see that? Because in the video, he didn't mention his name. No wonder we'll have shit to say. Because he said he didn't know him by then. We'll have shit to establish that there was a fight. At if he delay, there was a fight. That's their stance. But yeah. That's me. Let me tell you what
Perkins also confirmed it establishes that there was a fight.
What caused the fight? He was talking about what led to the fight. Because of fight. He was stopping Mohbad. Papariano, my what if is plenty, so don't mind me. So now, what if that person that put his hand across Mohbad's neck is not Prime Boy and is probably one of Perkins' friends? And he's probably trying to protect that person.
That is another question. Yeah. Yeah, you are right.
Because don't forget what he said now. He said
because everybody wants to protect somebody.
Can I continue? Yeah, when he came here now, he said him, his younger brother's friend, they were the ones that wanted to collect money from Mohbad. They were calling him Promise or something like that. And he knew that these people are from way back. This is what Perkins said when he came to this live today.
Do you understand? So and don't forget, we made to say soon that Prime was calling about promise. You understand? So there is issue of promise now. There was issue of promise really that day, truly. So there is promise now, and could that promise have angered Mohbad? The fact that they called him promise, could that have angered him? And maybe he parrot for them. Don't forget, he mentioned the word para. Maybe he para for them. And when you para for me, I'll react that why show you when you say that is possible. And something might have happened. The fact that he said what caused the fight, that fight, underlying it, definitely there was some kind of jigby. But I'm not saying that jigby is Prime Boy. But there was something happened. And this is a video from the next day or the third day, not like yesterday. It was almost immediately. So he needs to readdress this and take himself out of this Robotinho. Thank you very much. I like that. You see, for me, we need to be talking about what if. And with all sincerity, if whoever produced this video had this video, why has this person not reached out to the police and give information? Every information helps. Why waiting to over 12 months after? Why? We just need to help the situation as best as we can in order for us to find answer to all these secret, as it were.
What I see now is that Becky is a living witness that can be used to cross-examine everybody about what happened in the show, especially in the show. It can be used to cross-examine all of them about what happened in the show because he's confirming something now. And he's even mentioning names now after 1 year later. This is serious.
Team media are celebrating. Listen, this is the difference between some of us and some of you lot. We look into everybody because I don't like when they think, this is how you fight justice. It's not to just stand in one angle and be crushing everything. You have to look at everyone. But you people just want to stay with one person and just stick to that. This is something you don't even know. Somebody don't know. You're saying it cannot. If there's anybody that should even have supporters, we shouldn't have any supporter. If there's anyone who shouldn't have supporters, woman, she's not speaking. How can you be following someone who's not speaking? Who was there? Who's witness? She's deaf and dumb. When you ask them question, they'll tell you, I can't believe she can kill her husband. Why would she kill her? But do wife kill husband? Do husband kill wives? Like, I don't understand. The way they say that, I don't believe, but it's something that happens. It's something that happens. You know it happens. So why you all saying...
Let me tell you the easiest way some tribes do it in Ghana. The easiest way they do it.
Let's clarify.
The easiest way they do it.
You're not speaking.
When you have your work and you are rich, later they'll start giving you food with the grind. They have a special grind.
Is not scared. She is very requesting.
You see, with this, you just have an internal bleeding. Then you die easily. You go to the lab, you will not find anything. Wait,
guys, let me ask Becky some question. Let me ask some question. Becky. Yeah, now, you said you guys went together to the POS with Darosha. To the... No. That Sunday. Yes. So on you guys, on your way coming back, in fact, is the place very far from the venue? No. It was outside the gate of the venue. Okay. So the way the car was positioned, the mouth of the car, was it facing the gate? Hello, are Perkins is not ready, can I ask Aristocrat a quick question? If that's okay. All right, Aristocrat, I was asking Papariano this morning if we have to, as the public, do we have to go through NGO? If we don't have to go through NGO, can we not get a lawyer that will represent the public in the inquest? So that lawyer will be able to ask questions, any kind of question. That lawyer will be representing the public and not for Baba or for Wumi, just for general public, and ask any kind of question. And this lawyer is able to probably come talk to us. He knows what to tell us, he knows what not to tell us. That way we will get like facts rather than be assuming this person said they said this in the court and all of that. Is that possible? I'm in a noisy place. Just hold on for me for like 5 minutes. I'll respond back.
Well, this time, I don't know. I mean, we've answered this thing now, and I told you according to the.
You didn't answer it. Something else came in. You didn't finish it. You did not.
No, I answered. I said we're talking about inquest. I mean, you're talking about inquest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said as far as inquest is concerned, if an individual can be presented, you can have a legal thing to represent you. That's what section 36 of the Lagos Corona.
Why are we not doing that? Why are we not doing that? Why are we banking on NGO?
That's why I'm saying that. That's why I'm saying that anybody who is interested to carry the case. Last time I told Amen, I said Amen. I said if you are interested, I said file to the magistrate court of Ikorodu that you are interested in this inquest, okay? And let's see what happens. And they said yes, he was going to do so. I didn't know why it didn't go through. And that's what I'm saying. People who are really showing interest in want to carry a case, they don't know how to go about it. And those who are already in, who are doing something, they are the one that they are fighting. Don't do that. Get your own stuff together and put them there. If you are facing any difficulty, let us know your difficulty. You must not work with Baba Mohbad. It's not a must. It's not a must. Okay? Bankole and Smith own, we understand, and that's why they don't know how to do something. It means from the beginning, they should have asked those lawyers that do you think that there will be problem in going through a foundation that is not registered in Nigeria? How best should we go about it? They would have known all of those things beforehand. You see? But they just jumped into it, and they rushed out. Because now they were kicked out because of their silly mistake that the foundation registered outside Nigeria does not have jurisdiction in this case. Cannot be involved, cannot be a concerned party here. Okay. So, you see? So they kicked out that foundation not because the inquest was biased, they only used the law. So they only implement the law to use the law to kick them out. Right. So I expect them to either regroup themselves and get another lawyer and said, okay, this is our own lawyer, and their lawyer will look into the law as well and tell them if it's possible or not. So you understand, you must not go to a foundation. All right, okay. So my next question is this. I remember a couple of days ago, you were on this platform with Lady Aries, and you asked Lady Aries, what about that your lawyer that you used to petition Wumi? That lawyer, can we not put that lawyer up to go represent the public without using NGO? Just that lawyer. So the lawyer can go as a representative of the public and grill everybody, question everybody, rather than you going there to go and I want to go there for Baba, I want to go there for Wumi. Like, just that lawyer that she has, can we not use that lawyer? Yeah, we can. You see, the thing is this, right? One, to engage these practitioners, you have to pay money. Money is one of the real issues. And people will not just start paying money. People like to see glittering things that deceive them, things that... Let me say, for example, let's say Lady Aries goes live today. Okay? Like she goes in a live stream today. And she come back saying that, guys, I see 5 cars. 5 cars were parked in front of Wumi's house. Can you imagine? God help us. We don't know what is inside these 5 cars. But we must get to the root of this. Goodness. We cannot let this go. Okay? This is giving us more reason why we must get a lawyer, why we must really fight for this. People will fall for it. That's it. People who make money from the public, who get the public to follow them. You have to learn how to do those things if you're interested. I see Berekete too doing those things.
these are skills. Okay, public is not a place whereby you just come, you think that you're a pastor, you break your whole truth. Even pastors lies. Pastor lies to make money from their members. Talk about fake miracles. Telling that, when I was in the bathroom, I was sleeping. One of my eyes was closed. And something scratched my ear. Something scratched my ear. And everybody will be like this. You want to know? Okay, from that something scratched my ear. Before you know, I was told, before you know, check, before you know, 20 million is needed. They will pay it. That's how the public has made themselves to become there. It's a place of fantasy. It's a place of you meet so many class of people, and the ones who are not informed, they are the majority. If you want to try to speak intelligently, you will not go far. Look at it right now. People who say silly things, naughty things, they have more viewers. People rush them more than you who come want to educate them. So let everybody become foolish and stupid. Simple. If we have more stupid people, why are we trying to be relevant? Let us to do like them too. What's happen? You understand what I'm saying? Than to you to do like good person and they'll be criticizing you every day, fighting you every day. Do to like stupid person. If your Mefabi is doing his own, you to do your own. So they shout, they drag people every day. Baba is compromise. You to compromise. But Papariano go cry now. All right. She understand. So that's what me. I understand all those things. That's why I like my balance. Because public, you can't die for public. If I have my money, I can help them for free. If I just know something is wrong. But if I need to work with the public and I know I'll be working with them, I have to be very strategic. I will try to look at what they want because they are I'm a servant. I'm serving the public. I cannot be against what they are for. If they stand for somebody, I cannot be against that person, knowing fully that I need their help, unless I have stringent evidence that I can use to buy them, convince them. But otherwise, go and ask for contribution. All the truth you have been telling them, crown 1 grand you will not get. Because they are not convinced.
The sniper, I'm back,
Yeah, go on. My question, even though Papariano talk about it.
You know what you are saying? I think for a number of times it has been answered. If you look at what constitutes the Corona inquest, as an individual, you can go there. You can go there and ask questions. Like Perkins, for example, he doesn't need a lawyer to go there.
I want to bring that law.
You know, like Perkins now, he doesn't need a lawyer to go to that inquest and tell them what he knows. Because he has information and they will oblige him. Remember that Comrade Mose was at that inquest and he asked questions. That is one. Two, as a lawyer, you can even go there and say, I'm a lawyer, but I'm interested in this case as a citizen. I want to ask questions. I don't think it will be denied. But when we say public must have a face. Like, for example, all of us here, we are a public. But there are other public on other platforms. Now, we now get a lawyer, and the lawyer says it's public. And other people from other platforms that don't seem to share our direction or ideology, they can always go there and say they are public too. They can thwart whatever you are doing. It's public. Now, for it to be well constructed, it will be good for public to come under a corporate body that represent them because there are many. So when you refer to that corporate body, they know, it's representing the public, but it is because NGO is meant for public, is a non-governmental, non-profit organization that is helping people. And based on that premises of helping people, they are also helping people. Now, they have people. Are they helping physical challenged people? Are they helping pregnant women? Are they helping Papariano and co? You understand? But they will represent the public. So it means they are public. But in a confinement of the judicial sphere, they would like to be identified to say, this lawyer is representing this public. Which public? We are the one representing that public. And our NGO name is the Sniper Foundation.
So that is why it is good like that. But if you want to go as a person, you can go. Your job is to help the inquest. As a citizen, it's your civic responsibility, and I don't think anybody will be stopped to do that. Further question. Now, you spoke about NGO, right? So if the NGO... Wait. Section 36 Corona's law, the top, the subject here. So there is Corona to grant standing to interested persons. And the interested person can be represented by a council, by themselves, and sub 2, they can examine and cross-examine upon application. That is, if you are filed to be there to examine and to cross-examine. It is a different thing for you just to be in the crowd and want to ask questions, and want to answer questions. Another thing for you to file your appearance, your interest in the case. So we can try any of this and see what happens. We can get a lawyer. I mean, we can even get the cheapest lawyer. That's why let's try something. Okay, let's just get one lawyer and tell the lawyer to file. Of course, Papariano. You know, I've always been saying this when people are shouting, "San." What is San? Nothing. Nothing San they do for Corona inquest. San is a senior advocate or Gapata and one lawyer. So why they carry San? A lawyer that knows their onions can always represent and go there because your job is to ask questions. You are not passing judgments. You are only asking questions.
Maybe Amen should go for
one more question, please. Juicy, sorry. One more question, please.
All right.
Now, as regards the NGO... Wait. The sniper. Don't forget the status for such person to ask question and cross-examine is now under the prerogative of the chairman of the inquest. In this case, is the magistrate that will now accept, join or not join. If the person say no, you no go join. Because the person is giving you more power than any regular person that can go there and raise up his hand. I have a contribution. I have a question. You don't have to be a lawyer. You don't have to be a lawyer. Yeah. That man can apply to the Corona and say, I have interest in this case. I want to examine and cross-examine. You don't have to be a lawyer because the power... The power you are seeking when you apply through the head of the Corona is that I have the power to question, I have the power to contribute. They will give you that status. And you can cross-examine any other person. They will give it, well, that is the status. So the person sitting must be convinced that, okay, I grant you. If the person says no, I not grant you with that. Go and join the crowd. Raise your hand. I oblige you. Case closed. You get what I mean? My next question is about my mic here. So now, we know Yomi wants to come out with his NGO, and I believe he's leaning towards the Baba side. If we're not going to deceive ourselves, right? He's leaning towards Baba because I don't think he's ever gone to the other platform, the anti-justice platform, to talk to them and all of that. So I believe that he's leaning towards Baba side. It's for Baba. Now, is it possible for the team Mumitu to go and bring up NGO and say, they too, they are for the public? So that means we're going to have two NGOs in the inquest and they're talking against each other. Is that possible? Public plenty now. Of course, anybody will see. Okay, just define yourself as a group. It's better. Define yourself as a group. The sniper, the day you went to inquest, how many lawyers were seated? How many representation did you find that day? There were loads. Is it just Falano, Baba lawyer, or there are more lawyers there? No, there are loads of different organizations, right? Correct. So you can come. It is the prerogative of the magistrate to approve you to be there. If women people like, they get NGO Papariano to represent them, it's okay. If the magistrate agrees, he agrees, but you'll be guiding them. Because if you ask irrelevant question, she will throw it out. She's the umpire there. So it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. It's a public inquiry. So it seems to be so. It doesn't change anything. I'm just looking for a way to solution basically, rather than the way because since yesterday it's been a day castigating Baba is beginning to irritate me. Rather than castigating, let's look for solution. Like, it's okay to criticize someone, yeah, but going into personal life and all of those things is becoming irritating to me. Like, we're not happy with the way it's going on with this case. Rather than dipping too much into it, let's look for a way out. We know it might be hiding some things, but I don't believe in you opening a platform. I know you're talking about all days. Baba is lying, Baba is no. That's too much. There is depression is real. Like
who is that person? Is it Yomi?
No, not Yomi. I'm talking about Baba now. Yesterday, that's why I didn't join this platform last night, because it was all Baba going into his personal life. This morning again, another platform went into. It was too deep and it's becoming repetitive. Like Mohbad died in the house. Everything Baba's done now is after. Let's look for what killed Mohbad before the aftermath. Do you understand? We're looking for what killed Mohbad. Yeah.
What you are saying is wrong. Nobody is attacking Baba. We are only asking questions. We are only asking questions.
If you tell Baba not to shake it, that we will look into him.
It's the Baba that caused it. The Baba brought this on himself. By coming out in the first place to come and start.
It's okay to criticize. It's okay to criticize. If you drag somebody for one day, that's enough. Why going for 3-4 days? I'm not questioning.
I judge no concern anybody. I drag me for 1 year. Don't even go there. You did not feel pity for us.
Do I support you dragging Wumi for 1 year? Come to this platform to say, let's leave this people. Reduce dragging.
All these things will bring justice. If you don't drag Baba, you don't go do waiting is right. Let's just.
We are only putting Baba as a corner. We are only pushing Baba to one corner to do the right thing. Nobody is dragging Baba.
I'm not saying don't criticize.
Nobody. We are only asking questions. We are not dragging Baba.
Hold on, guys. I'm not saying don't criticize. I'm not saying don't tell him to do things that is right or not. When you go deep, that is my problem. I cannot stop you from doing it. I can't stop you from doing it.
Generation. Baba did not go deep again.
But I don't agree with him as well.
You should advise Baba too.
Wait, I don't agree with him. Listen.
Advise Baba too. Don't just advise us alone. Go and advise Baba.
I'm allowed to hold on. I'm allowed to speak. You don't have to take it. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to take it. I'm saying that I'm more for solution rather than personal vendetta. That's me. I came here to speak to Papariano and Aristocrat on how do we go forward? How do we do this thing? Okay, Baba don't want to do it. Like, can we do it? That's my point. I'm not saying nobody should not do whatever they want, but I'm not just a party to that. That will not bring the justice we're looking for. It won't bring it.
There is a parable that says every fish starts falling from the head.
Dan, no need to reply him again. No need to reply him again. He said you want to talk to Aristocrat and Baba. So do you have your flow, enjoy it. When I finish your this thing, we self get opinion. We self go talk our opinion. That is just
opinion, isn't it?
Sniper and in support of him.
Right, we won't let justice for Mohbad bring out who we are not. Like, if you don't have evil, you won't let justice for Mohbad bring out the evil in you. No.
Snapper, you have been saying this case is money. You understand? You ask a question, hold on, you ask a question. Something must cost something. Before people will start dragging Baba, you understand? Not that people just sit down and they start dragging. We are all looking for solution, yes, but sometimes they refer. Because, when some things happen that, look at where we are, it's because of this person. Yes, you must blame that part so that thing will not repeat itself again. That is what people are referring to Baba. Sorry, Natural. Ever since we have been supporting Baba fully with our heart. With our energy, what did Baba give us? What did Baba let me not even shock you, say very advocate. Last night
What happened to your network? Is it me?
Last night. Yeah, last night. If you see what happened, you understand what Clanny said. In fact, you will cry that Baba knows everything. Let me not just talk. So that someone just talk. I need the floor for you. Talk. Let me just give you time to talk.
What worries me more is that what worries me more is that every utterances and everything about Baba is doing now is tarnishing the reputation of Mohbad. I don't know how you people see Mohbad in Nigeria, but outside Nigeria, you people don't know how we adore this superstar. So sometimes when Baba do some things, it doesn't hurt us that much. We don't care about Baba. What we care about, he doesn't even realize that his utterances and his doing is even tarnishing the reputation that his child has built for years. That's our problem.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that worries us outside Nigeria. Yes, legacy. Because you are riding on your son's legacy now without attaching Mohbad's name to your name. Nobody knows you, so you must have that in your mind that your child took so much time to build this brand. So if you want to be part of the brand, your utterances, your everything, I think Baba must have a coach. You understand? Baba must have a real coach in everything he does, because everything he does on the internet, we see a Mohbad in him, and it's very wrong for we outside Nigeria, because we idolize this guy so much. That's what pains we the artists so much. Let me tell you that's what pains it. Not that we hate Baba or anything.
There is no solution that we can bring. If Baba did not support us, they don't want to hear. You don't know what is going on out there. Anything that you are saying on this platform, you cannot take it out there. They will not support it. They will not. They are coming against it. And we dragging Baba for 2 days. Is it that too much? Do you know how long they have been dragging a lot of people? More than, you know how many days they used to drag Oba Elegushi on this application? Did they? I beg you. No, they talk that kind of thing. Just bring the solution, and if it is okay, then we will. Then we will. If the solution is, just bring the solution. But using that excuse of we have been dragging Baba for 2 days. Mo lè ṣépè fún Baba with that thing, because he touched the most shameful part. Ó kọ́ bí òróró. Inú òróró ara mi ló kọ́. Adúkẹ́ òkè ọmọ Abíṣíjó kọ. Mo support Baba débi wípé make I know they even dey talk about Adúkẹ́, don't tell me, I know everything. Me fighting for Baba for good 1 year. Affect real life, like. You wait till they talk, sir. Adúkẹ́ is okay. No,
I think all of them are just jealous of Mohbad. Everybody want to have a cake, a pie of Mohbad. That is all I got. We outsiders, that's how we think. You see all these things like, everybody is just jealous of Mohbad. They all just want to have a cake, a pie of Mohbad. They are all fighting their personal interests.
You know how painful it is? You know how deep down, deep painful it is supporting Baba, fighting for his son, and he came out there to come and shake him. Other Baba won't make
don't cry, please. It's okay. Show
nobody support Baba on my side at all.
Please, Adúkẹ́, sorry. I understand you. The sniper, enjoy on me. Mama. Please, if you want to bring
now
something
we even
like
mention
that,
Baba more than Mohbad's name even. Every day Baba. What of Mohbad? Now we even mention Baba more than Mohbad.
I want to interject Lele. The sniper, next time, I'm not saying you shouldn't say what you said this morning. I'm not blaming you. I just, as brother's sake, is what I'm talking about now. Please don't say you are not cool with the way they are dragging Baba. The dragging Baba will not give us justice. If what you said this morning is what all of us are thinking, or the way all of us have been thinking for almost over 1 year, nobody will be there to drag Gumi. Gumi is a man like Baba, and they are all guilty of what happened to Mohbad. So what is good for the goose is good for the gander as well. Baba is not innocent. Do you know me? It is not because they dragged me. I'm not angry because of that, but I'm angry with that man because Baba knew everything that happened to his son, and he still has the guts to be extorting money from the public. It is uncalled for. No. You don't have to be greedy to that extent.
He has ruined the legacy that Mohbad left behind. Everything shouldn't be about money all the time. For if it's new, I've God forbid bad thing over myself and my children. If I were Baba, you knew already that you have accepted that they find your son. You should have all the patience to just stay cool till when everything will be sorted out. Before Mohbad find, as Baba and the family not eating, or are they not wearing clothes? Are they not going out? He should be contented with the little one he had when his son died. He has no right to be coming to public and be extorting money and still be showing it. It is not nice. To the extent of him coming out to be cursing people that are fighting against his son's justice.
Madam,
this is public.
Madam Adenike, don't get me wrong. I'm not supporting Baba in any
I said
way.
you are right. You are right. The last part that you put,
no,
hold on, the sniper. I know, I understand you. But the part that you said, you don't like the way they are dragging him for 2 days on this platform, that is getting too much. They are going too much into his personal life. There is no way they will block you. They will talk about you on social media. Do you know what Comfy, their mouthpiece, has done for us? He called me a thief. I can play you about 3 of our shows. Madam, she called me a thief.
I know all of those. There's everything is wrong. Everything.
But don't be backing Baba up. No. Anywhere they are talking about Baba.
I'm not backing him. You're not getting my point.
Madam Adenike, if the sniper was there when we are dragging Wumi,
you're not getting my point.
Even me, I go drag Wumi finish. I go go my inside my toilet. I go dey talk say, this lady self, he be woman now. It's too much. Nobody. I beg. Make I even they go where they drag Baba. Say make I go shake Baba one more time.
Hold on, Madam Adenike, I'm not supporting Baba. My point is, it's okay to say whatever. When you do it, the time that we're meant to spend looking for solution. If you come today, drag him today. Tomorrow, drag him tomorrow. Next tomorrow, drag him next tomorrow. When is the time to talk about solution? That's my point. Everybody can. Baba has not been. What am I going to put? I don't want to say a good dad. I don't want to use that. I'll probably say Baba has not been doing what he ought to have been doing. We all know that we're upset. I'm upset myself. But I don't have evil in me. That's just me. I don't have evil in me. That's me. And because of justice for Mohbad now, who I'm not.
Sniper, please, do you know how we see it outside? We are seeing the whole thing like maybe we lost our key. We are together. We are in a car. We went out playing. We lost our key into the sand. And then the driver put the key in his pocket and is helping us all to find the key in the sand. That is how Baba's scenario is looking like. Like Baba has what we are looking for in his pocket and is helping us to look for the same thing in the sand. Can't you see it?
Baba know what happened to his son. He's aware of everything. Somebody know what happened to his son.
Because it's on TikTok.
I don't want to talk much again on this.
Because it's on TikTok. You should know that that's the who that person is. It's not because of that circumstance that's happening. The who you are is who you are, and you can't change who you are. That is why I used to say that in this journey for Mohbad, you will know who some people are. Some people, they don't have home training. Some people don't have the guys. Some people, their life is taken. So that habit is what they will see put here. And that's what we are saying, concerning people that are supporting Wunmi, that it's because they are supporting Wunmi because of who they are. So it is what you are that will play out, whether you like it or not.
You want to tell us that, frankly, before God and my sniper, you want to tell us that Baba doesn't know the truth, the real truth, the hardcore truth. You want to tell us that?
No, I'm not going to tell you that. I know he's kept some information. Yes, I agree with you on that. Yes. But my point is, we keep repeating the same thing every day. Like, it's becoming boring. It's becoming irritating. It's okay. You can do it 1 day, 2 days. Why are you going 3 days, 4 days? Same thing. It's becoming boring. It's becoming draining. Like, let's talk about something else. Let's look into a way out of all of this. Are we not tired? Are we not tired? The same. Let's look for a way out of this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
the way out. We are telling Baba to sue everybody to court. What about that? Is it the first time we are telling that Baba sue everybody to court? I came up here today. If Papariano with the public, can we do that? Can we get a lawyer to sue all of these people? That is why I came up to ask. If we have to wait for Baba to do it, then okay. If we can't do it ourselves, I understand. Do it ourselves, I understand. But if it's something that we can do, why wait for Baba? We know Baba is not doing it. So why can't we do it?
Good afternoon, the sniper.
Afternoon, the IT guy.
I've been listening for a while. But one thing I need to say to you, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Papariano. Is simply that the truth can be very, very, very bitter. You see, if this whole situation, I remember someone saying to the Aduke, I don't know if it was yesterday, she was narrating a video. Someone interjected and said that video was a long video. They did a research, maybe 2022. Imagine just that video that was played this morning by somebody, and he implicated Perkins. And that video may have been made in 2022. But look at what it brought to us today.
2023, sir.
We will carry on dragging Mr. Joseph Aloba as long as we want to. If it's affecting anybody's mental health, they can just log off TikTok, so they don't know when we are live. I can understand and appreciate the point you are bringing. The same thing we've been saying for 12 months, we'll carry on saying it. For Joseph Aloba to come and tell us that we, the public, that have been lying in his pocket, that have made him a multi-millionaire, don't have the opportunity, shouldn't be given the opportunity to celebrate him, to pay tribute to him. He's hijacked this process. He's fooled us. He's lied to us. He hasn't told the whole truth. He hasn't given us nothing but the truth. So God cannot help him. God is not going to help him. We're going to drag the shit out of him until he shit every shit that he has inside the system, and he can't shit no more. Thank you.
I need to phone you. Carry that scatter table. The sniper talk now.
I said I give up.
This one too real. This one too real.
I said I give up. I give up. I know just like I prefer make you use pen and paper, write something.
Like the sniper, no, don't be selfish.
I beg, I don't do online. I don't do online.
You meet a streamer like Baba. You're the woman now.
But Charlie, don't say that. The platform me. Charlie, people paro Wumiri.
But you have never complained of. Yeah, you never told us to stop going.
I have said it on this platform. The moment I came back from the inquest, I said it. I said I saw these people and I felt sorry for them. That people should stop dragging them. I said it.
But it shows in the sniper. Hold on. It shows in you today the love you have for that man has not changed.
It's not about the love. I don't have love for anybody.
We love him.
No.
I love Baba. I want everything good for him. But I want him to tell us what happened to his son.
I want him to do the same thing.
He should stop fooling us.
I just don't want all this for the that follow shit. You know, all those things. That's my point.
I don't like. Yeah, no.
I don't want all these things.
I came to this platform.
So the sniper, is he okay? Is he sorry? Very quickly. Is it okay for Joseph Aloba to want to rain curse on people, to want to rain plague on them, to stop them doing exactly what him and his comrades are doing? Is that right? Is it right for Mr. Aloba to come and use his Bible and his regalia sort of like methodically in a very evil way? We're fighting for justice for your son. It's clear. that the kind of justice we want is not what you want. The justice you want is to share property, is to make sure that wherever the case may be, even if that child happens to be Mohbad or wherever the case may be, Wunmi doesn't get anything, and it is you and your family that need to share everything. And if you can give me just one tangible and credible reason why everyone needs to believe that this man is not fighting for property, bring it right now. He is fighting for property. And if possible, him and his lawyer are orchestrating how they're going to tap in on Mohbad's legacy. Every single thing is worked for. Every single thing from posterity that he can get is what that man is lying himself for. And if all stations are not settled, Mr. Joseph Aloba needs to come and convince us that that narrative, that slogan, all stations settled is not for real. How can you now get Bukky Jesse to come and fool the public and come and tell us, just drop 30 million? If you drop 30 million, since 30 million is dropped, has anybody from Abbas camp come to debunk it, to come and say change the narrative? Even if it's true, even if it's a slip of tongue? Come on. You lost your son, and you now realize that for as long as you slow down the course of justice, you will carry on making multiple. All Baba is doing every morning when he wakes up is ding dong. What is the balance? Oh, balance. Wema. Oh, that is not enough. For which platform? Go to Latisne, go and say something to them. Let them put more money in Wema. Let them put more money in Access. And GoFundMe. Let Baba and his team show us the panel. Let us see what is in the panel. Even if they haven't withdrawn money, if they've gone to loan 30 million, and they're telling us 30 million is what they used to do the autopsy and toxicology, is that not going to come out of GoFundMe? And if 30 million comes out of it, what is left? And then where are you going to stop fooling the public? When are you going to tell your own truth to the inquest, your own gogo? Through the back that you entered, you saw 100 celebrities inside the compound. And up till today, you cannot even name 10 credible celebrities that you saw, even if people have to help you to name 10 celebrities out of the 100. So it tells us right now, no photo, no audio, no video, no autographs. And yet, Baba is telling us 100 celebrities up to. You know 100, you know what it means to have 100 people in one compound? For you to now come and tell me there's no video, audio, and anything that happened at the show, no audio, no video. And Perkins has come up with something right now. He needs to be protected. He's taking it, lightly and all that kind of stuff. I will be protected. But at the end of the day, Perkins did say that we want. No, let me finish this one. Perkins said something. He said that is not a full video. So before we start getting carried away with that short clips, which is what they've been doing to distort the mind of the public up till today, let's find the full video. Watch the full video before we start making up our minds. Thank you.
Let me just reply you quickly and I will stop. I'll repeat, I haven't said nobody shouldn't criticize Baba or say, everything you said now, it makes total sense to me. That is how I feel. I just won't join people to say, that's my point. That is things that don't sign up for. Like, I'm not cool with that.
The sniper. When you try softly and softly is not working, we have to use the hard one. Maybe the hard one, when if you can shake me, why can't we shake me? You can shake me, you can shake me too.
I want to go. I just want to say something. Yesterday, me and Africa TV were saying something before Tonani came in. You understand? Africa TV said, I told Africa TV that because he did not give Baba 1 million, that is why they have issue. Africa TV said you are right, natural. You understand? Tonali now came in that he was with Baba when Africa TV was calling Baba. And he with Baba, they were expecting much from Africa TV. That Africa TV is going to take him around the whole world and drop some money for Africa TV. When he came stationary bike. So they were so disappointed. I'm just laughing for saying it. That is when you know that Baba is so interested in money, not justice. That is my submission.
I predicted this on Papariano show that when they started this gold farming, I said, Papariano, you see how they are going about this money. It will get to a point that Baba will lose public sympathy. After Baba started losing public sympathy, he's going down with Mohbad legacy. That is what I'm scared of. And I see it coming.
Sniper is gone. Oh, I actually wanted to engage him. Oh, sad. The IT guy, Honorable, Emma, Jackie Mike, him, she shout the time. I'm gonna bring it down.
You know, aristocrat, I've been quiet since last week. I've been listening on the windows on every platform since last week, collecting information about Yomi, about Papariano. I even was on Susie's For Justice platform one morning in the week. I was on Papariano's platform one evening and all that kind of stuff. So I've been listening intently. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But yes, I can understand his passion and emotion. It's the same sniper that wanted to bring Yomi to Papariano's platform. At the time, I was the same person that hijacked it. No chance. We're not worshiping any actor or any celebrities here. You want to engage with us? Little invitation is okay. Come, click on the button, request to come up. How is that difficult for Mr. Yomi? Well, good afternoon to you, aristocrat. Carry on.
Don't worry. Yesterday I learned on Susie, it was a conveying of many people. And they put the question of 30 million to Guresi, and Guresi's response was very simple. Anyone that believed that should check their brains. So the question for me is this. In all of this, it is easy to castigate people that are not under the covering or within the perception of idealizing Joseph Aloba. It is easy for people to come hard on them. But for people that are the advocates, social advocates of Joseph Aloba, it is always cool for them to come to the public and throw something, and people began to tell you this is what they meant, this is what they didn't mean. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. These same people are calling accountability on Yomi, for example. Who among them have called accountability on the dropping of bomb of 30 million naira to do autopsy? Autokini, what are they authoring? What are they topsing? I really don't understand. At the end of the day, when some people are continuing talking about it, someone will come and say it is too much because it has to do with Joseph Aloba. Please, let us stop this hypocrisy. You either in or out. What is good for A should be good for B. All of us on this Papariano platform, I am one of them. I remember the day I tried to reincarnate what Joseph Aloba was feeling when he picked up his stone based on the information we had then and went to bury him. When he was rejected to be given the police report, when he had to take to the morgue, and when he had to wait for the boy to be buried. And we put all the blame on Mr. Darucha that he had the money. But we never knew that the 2 million that was sent, Papa had 1 million out of it. Number two, we were also quick to castigate the wife. Yes, she has a blame. What about the others?
$1 million from the money on this point.
Madam, go and check it again. What did Darosha say? Baba himself came in a video that $1 million was sent to him. What are you saying? Which I don't care. Just leave it. Go and find that one out. Now, it is easier for us to sit on others, to create a temple, create an altar, and slice them into pieces and use them as burnt offering. But it is ludicrous for you to talk about Joseph Aloba. So what are you people actually standing for? I continue to say, you cannot seek justice through injustice. If you truly want to look at this, the public should begin to look at this as umpire. Umpire in the sense that you are not for one person and you are not for no one. You are for those who are able to help the case. You are for those who are able to make sure that this whole drama is brought to an halt and we get a sensible judgment after it. If it is the mother, we were all on platform where people abuse Mohbad's mother. You slaughter her for days. It is cool. It is cool to slaughter Adura for days. It is cool. It is cool to slaughter Darosa for days. It is cool. It is cool to slaughter Wumi for days. It is cool. But when you bring Joseph to tell you this is what he's doing that is wrong, no, you don't respect elders. Elders Ibonie. You don't respect elders. No, you don't respect the father. You don't. We should stop doing this thing. Fine.
Aristocrat.
Once this thing is talking about facts, let it be on that. Let us begin to talk the facts and find way out. Sorry, sir.
Yes. Sorry to interject. You know, in this whole process, Yoruba also pay against the Yototiku. Yoruba will say when someone is dead and they're not there to defend themselves, we should be careful what we say. It was the same Joseph Aloba, the father of Mohbad, that looked after him until maybe the age of 16 or 17 that he left home. That was also painting a negative image of him, giving us an insight that Mohbad did Yahoo. We heard from Baba himself saying that. But your son is not even here to defend himself. Are you not really sort of like incredibly tarnishing his image? You know, when you look at this whole thing, this is Baba Baba said it himself. Your own son, we are seeking justice for your own son. You then think maybe if you say that will implicate maybe Prime Boy even further. But you are tarnishing the image of your own son. If it is something your son is said to you in secret or in passing, should you go down that route as negative as that to now enlighten the public that your son is not a saint? Should you come up and tell us that when they were bullying your son, which would have made you with mental health, and you came public and said, oh, they just want to kind of show him the ropes. They just want to reset his brain. This is the same man that someone can then come and say, we are dragging him. We haven't even started dragging him. For the next 12 months. Oh, for the next 12 months, the next 12 hours, we're going to drag him until every flesh in his body doesn't have a bone to rely on. I rest my mic.
You know, to his fan, they will give you excuse for why he's doing that. They will give you an excuse. But for others, no excuse. They cannot. They must be held with the highest measurements of uprightness. It doesn't make sense. We all know everybody is trained in this matter. Papariano.
Because he introduced Baba to the internet to come and be advising us, and then they took everything way overboard. Papariano also was part of it. Papariano also encouraged Baba to come and be addressing us on the internet. Now the thing got sweet to Baba, and then like you give honey to, that it went overboard. So let's question Papariano too. Sorry, I just.
Hi, Papa. For me,
say something for a minute. I'm almost
aristocrat, the thing is this way. Dragging Baba or dragging anybody is not the issue. Okay? It can be an issue, it cannot be an issue. And why I say so is this. We have different category of people with from different discipline, who have different goal, what they want, okay, and how they comport themselves, right? So, what may not be good for me may may be good for another, and everything works together. Now, to people who drag Mohbad, one advantage of dragging is that it's going to pressure him to do everything. Don't think that because they are pressuring him, and if they're insulting him, dragging him, and yet he doesn't do anything, give him about this, it means it's the worst. Okay? But dragging him, just like how you call on your government, right? They're not totally worst, right? But them not listening to you make them completely worse. Some people are benefiting from the government, they will not drag the government. But those who are not benefiting, those who are benefiting will tell you, oh, don't drag the government. Oh, they will give you all kind of excuse for you not to have any reason because they are benefiting. For them, they are okay. Okay? But you who really know what you want and you're not getting it, you will be dragging. And if it's good for the government will sit tight and prove himself that yes, he merits that position. He deserves to be there. Okay. Now, bringing that to the Joseph Aloba whole stuff, to people who are dragging him, it is not a bad thing to drag him. Okay. But making that your focus all the time, okay, making that your central focus and dragging him every second, every here and then, what I think that will do to you, if at the end of the day he's unable to achieve the goal, what you want, okay, you'll be able to prove him wrong, you'll be faulting, but at the same time, you will drag him down and you too, you will fall down. Both of you will fall down. Because dragging him down will still not give you justice. It will only expose him, right? But that will still not give you justice. So what me I've said and I've been saying is, anybody who really feels that they really want to act better, just be bold enough, consult lawyers, and bring them in and try to convince the public to support you if you need public support. Look at how every other person are doing their thing, and public is responding to them. I also learn how to interact with the public and receive from the public. And receiving from the public is strategic. It doesn't have to do with how truthful you are. The same thing, pastors who get jets. Some pastors get jets, some don't get. It doesn't have to do with how truthful you are. It's understanding the position of the public. You are serving the public. You are a servant to the public. If you are serving somebody, you have to serve them what they want to eat, right? What they want to eat. That is what they like, what they want to eat. If the public is standing by Joseph Aloba, if the majority of them are there, and you also want to arrive to the same goal that Joseph Aloba want to arrive to, and you needed the support of those public, don't spoil who they trust. Don't spoil the person. You can let them know the person doesn't have the whole solution, okay? But they should not put all their eggs in one basket and also look at this direction, okay? And through that, they will reconsider, they will come support you. But if you are fully against the public stand position, the public that you are serving, all right? Let me say we have 100% people, okay? And 80% people, or 90% stand for Joseph Aloba. 10% doesn't stand for him. Now, when you need support, okay, from the public, it is from that 10% that find a reason to believe you. They are the one who will come and support you, and that will not help you achieve your goal, your aim. You see, again, you're not getting it. So it is strategic, and this is what many people don't know how to do. And that's what I always tell everyone, all these people, all these hosts. It is not your truth. It is what is appealing. Okay? I don't know how to say it. Like, that's just some people, they don't success. They like it. They want public to support them, but they don't know how to get public behind them. Because they live their real life. They live with the public as if they're in their real life. It's a whole different life. Not because you see me here, everything is different. And also learn media. Learn from those who are doing it. You can learn from Yomi Fabi, and he has said it clearly. Even if Yomi Fabi is going to deceive them and pack their money and run away, okay, he has been able to speak to them in the language that they understand, learn those strategies. And he can even win more contribution than anybody. Anybody, even some people will even gladly give to him. Even if you want to take the money, go. So people will give it to him. He has touched them. Okay, you have to understand the public's position. And that's why I'm saying that.
I'll come back. I'll come back later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll come back later.
Why are you taking excuse? You've not been speaking your letter. I don't even know you. Why are you taking excuse? Let me just drop you. Don't comment on me. You're not speaking and you're taking excuse coming back later to do what? You've been coming, you're not been speaking, and you're taking excuse to come back later to do what? I beg. So now this is what I'm saying. All right? There are things because this is a marketing strategy, whether you like it or not. There are what they call skills. Social media, interacting with people is not just something that everybody just have. You just get. You don't just have it. My God. Oh, shit. I don't make this thing go loose. This boxer. It's not going.
So now boxer you dey wear since. What should we call this? Wardrobe malfunction, Abby.
They did, okay. So I learned all of these things at Ibaye Church. That's why I've learned this thing. I say, if you were speaking your truth, and that's why I was even telling the Alice which day, but she was insisting, no, she's gonna do it this way, and that's how she thinks. The public doesn't go like that. Sorry. You're on your own, you stand alone. If anything happened to you, you day alone. Sorry, Obama Kokaye. This is not the world that you do that thing. You have to learn the world. And that's why I see that most silly people survive the most. Those who have the intelligence, have everything, they end up working under those silly ones. Because they refuse to accept one thing, which is the reality. They always want to implement what they think is the best. They care, and what they are doing is the best. But the world doesn't understand such language. How long are you going to continue like that? You're going to stress yourself, kill yourself, finish yourself. In fact, you're going to waste all your own money. Look at Lady Harris right now. She's so interested in this case. She wants to be heard by every means. And only half of the public support that is going to all these non-entities, this miscreant. Okay? Half of public support will really make her to exercise her full energy on this case. But the thing is she doesn't know how to get it. That is just, she doesn't know how to get it. Okay? And until she gets to that position, this is the public for you. As I said in the morning, anybody who is ready, publics are lazy entities. They are lazy. Publics are lazy. They are lazy. Most of the time, it's these gullible ones that are mostly on social media. They are mostly the public ones. They are not this kind of people that you expect them just because they are listening to you. You think they are the best listenable people. They don't think like you think. Their thinking is too minimal. You have to come down to that minimal level to be able to access them. Imagine like right now I come. I say, guys, someone just told me right now there are 5 cars in front of my house. 5 cars. Last night, 5 cars. Parked there. And those cars, one was coming back. Another one man came out with a black card and was just looking left and right and was going in. Okay? And I have vowed for this that they continue to do. They are stepping on our toes. They are playing on our intelligence. We will not let this go without investigating this. Okay? We have already made contact. We want to speak to investigators to find out what happened last night. Okay? We already have private investigators. We know that you guys are going to support. I know you guys are going to support. So let us first find out what happened. Last 1 minute. Let's find out these people where they are coming from. because we will not let them come and spoil this case for us. Okay? And so we have lawyers already, we are taking this case serious, and we have a contribution bam, okay? We have our account already, it's posted, make sure you do them, just contribute, bam, and that is just all. And we are going there, we are getting there, no retreat, no surrender. People are already contributing. But when you come, that one is bad, this one is bad, this thing is this thing is this. Now, guys, let us contribute. Then they will ask who is good. They will tell you, leave him, this is bad, leave him like that. We will contribute. It is bad, Abby. We understand it's bad, it's our money. That's why they tell you it is our money. He knows how to get the money out of us. He's saying things that we like, that makes us feel good. Emma feel good today. When I go feel good tonight, enter on my grave. Somebody did that, you feel good. Okay? So, I mean, these are the things that happens daily, the strategy. Okay? And that's why I just employ that people learn how to do things from those who know how to do, rather than want to confront them. You can learn how to do from those who know how to do, and then when it is your time to do, you do better than those who are doing. But one thing that they know how to do is how to put that public together, get them, whether fool them or whatsoever, get whatever they want to get out of them. You don't know how to do that. You learn that from them. They are making it working for them. It's working for them. You want, but it's not working for you. Learn it from them. It's not a bad thing. You have to learn it until you know it. And that's why some people know how to do this thing. I mean, I don't know whether it's a special school, but me myself, I grew up seeing those things that way. That's how the public operate. And I also understand the both side. So for those who are dragging Mohbad, I also analyze him sometimes, and I'm an analyst. Okay, me, I don't want to carry this case. If I wanted to carry this case, let's say Papariano, I wanted to represent and carry this case. My own is no more than analysis, because that's from the beginning. I know what I wanted from this case, to expose whatsoever that I think that happened and explain, and also learn from it as a person. But not to say that I want to bring a lawyer. I don't want to do that for Mohbad. I don't want to do that. I have seen the kind of family how they are, and I don't want to be their savior. I don't want to be their savior. You trying to save the family and try to do the right thing, it's going to put you into different blasphemous, different blackmails. I don't want to face those things. I don't have that time. Even this little analysis I'm doing, I know how much people have tried to attack me, trace me, you see, purpose of if I'm indeed carrying the case. So I know where I want to be. So, but for those who really want to carry the case, Very Dark Man is not carrying this case. Why? It's only analyzing. I'm an analyst. Very Dark Man is an analyst. That's the best he can do. But don't force him to carry the case. Okay? So, those who want to carry the case, very simple. If I were to carry this case, my line of actions, I'll just come, hello, everybody. Okay? I've seen the way everything is going, and this is unacceptable. There are so many loopholes that we have to really, like, I may say in whatever language, but I'll be serious, that we really need to hammer. And as a result of that, I've spoken to a lawyer, okay, and that lawyer is going to be starting and be taking advantage of these loopholes. So do we think we should do this or not? We don't take permission, because that's the problem. And I know that when the people, they are interested, they're going to say yes. When they all say yes, how do we go about it? Let them lead. It's not about I, it's about us. Let them lead. Okay? They're going to come out and say, okay, I'm going to help this way, I'm going to give this, I'm going to give that. It happened. Okay? But you're not going to come as a Lord and be telling them you finalize everything. You know, I don't know how to do this, but it's the failure of so many people who want to work with the public, but who don't know how to work with the public. And those who know how to do it, when they are doing it, jealousness comes and so many things come and cause chaos. It's a technique to learn. Papa, you sound like they have gotten to you. Why this two-faced? I'm a balanced person. Nobody has got to me. Okay? Nothing is going to change out of me. But if I don't say these things, I may sound this way just because I want to teach some people. And if they listen, it's for their own good. Okay? Things like this, nobody says it. It's something that they keep in the pocket. Some do it to work for them, while others don't know how to do. They keep wasting their time and going around. It's not about education. It's not about how much intelligent you are. This is straight. It's what we say going. If you ever ask yourself, why do pastors collect some money? There's some money they collect that you just have to learn as a young coming pastor, see what happens, and you keep doing it. Doesn't matter how educated you are. It's sustenance first. Okay? So all of these things brings us to saying that you can drag in, there's always advantage and disadvantage to everything in life. If you're dragging, this person speaking, I don't know why your box is, beeping. Now, dragging Joseph Aloba, I don't think it's the thing. It's not a bad thing, okay, to criticize him, to call him out. All right, for some people who are in that level, in that category to be doing, okay. But some certain people who have interest to take the case, who know what should be done in this case, I don't think that is the best line of approach for them. I don't think so. You will lose everything and get exposed, and you will regret why you ever jumped into it. You have to be political about it. You have to understand the situations. Understand what people can become under conditions. Act like you were once a leader, you were once there. Understand that what shake them cannot shake you. But don't think that because they are shaking, they are the worst. Anybody can be shaken. Do you know many people who have come into this case who have been shaken? So don't make it look like it's just because they are stupid or they are utterly fool. But you just have more energy. You have more power. You believe you can do better. So acknowledge what the existence of what is currently. Acknowledge the existence, but don't be too. How would I say it? Don't be too harsh or awkward, especially if you want to carry the case, so that the fans of those persons or those who have not yet seen what you have seen, there are some people they see far ahead before it comes. Okay? When I was calling out Bereket, all of those stuff, I said if the government result comes out and Bereket, their own doesn't come out, and our own, we don't have anything to merge. You see, we pass that stage. And it happened exactly as I said. That what if government result comes, it doesn't please us? What do we have to show? I've been shouting all that January, February. Till that time come, government result come, doesn't feel us. We have nothing to show. Then we say we want to go and do our own. After I've been crying. And now, in fact, they are even lying. This is not like something. They are even lying to us. They are even lying to us that they have approached the court for order since February, that the court have not assigned, the court have not allowed them to go do autopsy. No pathology. But now they are telling us that pathologists are running from this case. Which one should we take? But if an individual want to offer them pathology, they will refuse it. They say they don't trust it. And then private investigation, nothing is working with them. Okay, so all this is we understand. If you know you are interested in the case, get a lawyer. They are cheap lawyers. You don't have to go for the most expensive lawyer. Get a lawyer, guide them on what to be done, and get a lawyer to the public's permission. Okay, and put them first, and that is the humanity simple. I may be arrogant, but when it comes to do some certain things, you will see how I go about it. And it's a skill. It's a skill. Not everyone can do it. That is the thing. Unless you are there, you have achieved it, you can't do it. It won't work for you. You'll be thinking because everyone is doing, you want to do it. It's not gonna work. There's a way you pinch people in their brain. You pinch them in a way that they can only say yes, they cannot say no. So, Yomi has pinched me. I'm gonna pay to him whenever he's ready. Anyone who is ready, I will pay to my money. So get yourself ready if you know you want to do something. But if you know you have nothing to do, okay, but you know the right thing to be done, but you are not ready to do, then now you can be dragging those who are not doing it very well to put them on their toes to do it since you are not ready. But if you are ready to do, don't waste your time dragging people. Put yourself on the track and ask people whether they even want you to lead them. Because that's where it will start. Whether they want you to bring a lawyer and to address those loopholes that you talk about. If they want, then it's okay. If you guys are ready, then let's do this. If they're not ready, I mean, they have to lead it, not you leading it. When you want to lead it, you miss it all. But when you allow them to strategize everything, they make it work, then now you cannot come back from behind and then and then lead it. Human beings are very dangerous to deal with. Okay, I've sold in the public, and I even have workers working with me. These are the things that I always tell most of my workers when they even start working with me. They always have problem with the public, but I will come in, I will resolve, and I learn from different persons until I became used to it. That these are human beings. Okay, that's just how they are made. That's how they are shaped. I just have to adjust myself towards working with them, since I'm the one who is desperate about what I need. So I have to find a way to go with them. It's just what they are. Simple. So that's it. So I mean, be careful. You can talk about Mohbad, it's not a bad thing, but know that if you are dragging as just a watch by, as a watch by, no problem. But if you know you have something to do and you are desperate for justice, I don't think that is where you want to be sitting and be dragging on that person who is giving 30% out of 100%. you think that's what I say, depend on the category. If the person is so low, I mean, there are some people who are very low to that level. They can do it, they can do it once in a while and whatever stuff. And that's how basically it is. And that's how this is one of my strategies. And these things I usually don't talk about it because people implement these things. They don't talk about it. It just happens to act it, and you see it, you'll be shocked. You call them different names, you call them criminals, they don't care. That's why I tell you something. I said, even if you're me, Fabi is going to come back everyone money and go. Believe me, they will not even blame him. They will even come and be fighting over you who were telling them not to give him money. He has done his thing, he has done. You have to, it's public. Okay, public is public. Public is sick. You have to understand that. Right from the day of Noah and Jesus Christ, they have been sick. Who want to heal the public? Nobody. Nobody wants to be the public's doctor. However, they put themselves.
You just call my name Papariano. I'm Noah.
Who will be used will be used. Ìwọ tó bá sọ fún yẹn, ìwọ ló máa arrest, ìwọ náà ṣe tiẹ̀. Tó bá ń jẹun, ìwọ náà jẹun. Simple. There's nothing bad there. I mean, I'm telling you, the people are cheating the public, chopping from the public, using them. No, you know, if you save them, you save chop from them, use them. That is how they have made themselves to be. If you come tell them the truth, they'll be dragging you, sorting you, whatever. Even find a way to even unalive you, take your life. Is that what you want to be doing?
Papariano, form a foundation, man.
Church, Yusuf enter them, but you chop them, but help them. That's the difference. Because you have conscience. Find a way to enter them, but when you enter them, you try to help them. That's the difference. Why the other person is just chopping them and not helping them? You see the difference? That's the difference.
Foundation, Papariano. Papariano, form a foundation. We all support.
I don't know. I mean, nobody's going to tell me what to do. If I want to do it, I'm stubborn enough to do it, to start it, no matter what anybody says. It's going to be my own organization that I want to push forward. And I would have looked at everything, side effect, talk to different persons, and see whether I have that standing. Nothing gonna shake it. Like as I'm telling you, last time when this man wanted to do tribute, all of us were coming here, we're supporting him, right? From nowhere, the man just go again. He just go, you cancel the tribute, whatever. I all look, say this one, they're never serious. If it was Yomi Fabi who wanted to do that thing, he would do it clean sheet, nothing will happen. You see, that's the difference. Those who know what they want and how to do it, and those who are still contemplating, who are still discussing, who are still going left and right, they don't know how to do. They want to. It's sweeting them to do when they see others doing. Okay, but they don't know it's not something easy. You have to learn it and then jump into it and start to do it. Stubbornness is risk. Whatever you do in this life is risk. Sometimes you can become a hero. What if he does? Let's African TV was doing whatever he was doing, and then people come arresting him. You surprise him. We even make more fans. You even make more fans. Everybody will stand behind him. Really, now you came over this and that. Before even people who were against him, they will say, not to this extent. Baba, not to this extent. That is the thing. But if you know closer, do what you want to do. You begin to look side. You are walking by side, looking left, looking B, thinking that everybody will come to your understanding and do what you think is right. You sleep there with what you think is right. Do you think public people are right? That's why I was asking the question. We are telling government we want government to be right. Are the citizens right? From the citizens, the government will always come. The governor, the president will always come from the citizens. If citizens are not right, don't ever expect to have a right government. Don't expect. Maybe portion of the citizens that are right, part of them that are right. Maybe, and the probability of having a good government coming from part of those that are right, the probability is too small. So we're going to be in this for a very long time. Are we right? Until we can answer those questions. Anyway, the house is very cold. It's too cold. If you disagree with me, please, you're allowed to call me, say one or two things from your own experience. And that's what this whole channel conversation is.
We can't afford to suppress the fire that is within. And the reason why we can't suppress the fire is there are people who orchestrate a dragging, there are people who drag, and there are people who watch on the sideline. So as long as we drag intelligently, we will keep dragging. And if people choose that they want to make their life dragging, they want to be draggers, give them the opportunity, because they will go from platform to platform doing the same thing. Going over to Yomi, if Yomi hasn't given up right now, it means he's actually building his own processes. He's getting his own lawyers, and even if his foundation is inactive, he will activate it and he will do all the right things. My point is, the public will still support Yomi. And any support we can give him, right now, the most positive outcome is going to come from Yomi, from my own point of view. I've been one of the parties that dragged him in the past for a reason best known to every single one of us. What happened, and eventually we found that there are some Judases in the process that wanted to use Yomi, but Yomi is more intelligent than them. He's managed to sort of now found that these people are first of all of little substance, at the same time as you cannot come to me and want to use my church to raise funds. And at the end of the day, you want to now tell me how to manage the fund or how to manage my affairs. You will have to take that to another church. But whilst you're in my church and whilst they're dealing with Yomi, he will dictate. He is the one that have put them on that platter. He's the one that's taken Yeyekudi, who has failed so many times in an effort to raise money and waste the same public money. He's the one that is trying to say to them, people, wake up. That is not the way it's done. So we need to follow this process. For as long as Yomi has the energy and he wants to carry on, he will correct his mistakes and we follow him. And the reason why we need to follow him is this is the first credible guy that actually came out and found a way to dissociate himself from the gutters. They wanted to drag him into the gutters. He stood upright. You give me money to go and give something to you, and I've actually sort of highlighted it on a video that I found it. If that is not good enough for you, that is what I want to do. But the guy would have spoken to legal professionals, and legal professionals would have said to him, anything you found in there, this is what you should do with it. And instead of them to engage with him, they now decided to drag him. And this is the dragging that is a wrong channel, the wrong process, the wrong time to actually do it. If you want to engage with someone and there is something happening, for that short period of time, why don't you give him the opportunity to come back to you? Why do you then preempt that to ambush him, attempt to assassinate his character? The same thing they did to African TV, but in a different way. But unfortunately for them, this guy saw them coming because he said there is a mole and he doesn't care who the mole is, but as long as their house is not in order, he has now engineered the right process, which he actually has already. But God, I'm thankful for every single one of us, he got them at the right time. So Papariano is saying his own thing. Papariano has his own view, and he is right as far as I can see from his own point of view. And from my point of view, as I say it, is that the moment you see a good thing coming, even if mistakes have been made, even if things have been derailed, as long as this guy has the temerity, the audacity to want to carry on, we need to give him that chance and let him put his house in order, and let's see if perhaps he can take us forward. At least he's not accused of eating Baba's cocoa. And at the same time, maybe he's intelligent enough and is listening to the right people not to engage with Mr. Aloba at this point, or probably not to engage with his legal team. And if there's anything he needs to share with them, it will be up to his legal people. But we need to actually, after 12 months, and if we even castigated him, why wait 12 months? Well, he has come out now. And we now found that the people that wanted to use him, they wanted to use him and take all the credits. They have been found out. So whether we now sort of like look at the processes and use this channel that he has for now, if we've donated the amount of money we've given to Wema Access Bank for 12 months, GoFundMe for 12 months, and nothing has come out of it. Yeye Kudi and our people are just making noise. Well, how much is the money? 800,000. Even if it's 10 million. Even if it's 10 million. 10 million they gave.
The money GoFundMe, something came out of it too. They use it for
which is
30 million.
That's what we are saying now. We are saying the same thing now. Thanks for buttressing that. 30 million. 30 million. Unless they come out and debunk it, and they now need to tell us if it is not 30 million, how much is it? We now want to know how much it is, because when they said they gave a lawyer, they agreed on 10 million. Bukky Jesse came out and said 25 million. So which one are we supposed to believe? For everything they do, they inflate and inflate. But for 12 months, the amount of money that is, even if we say it's billions, what achievement has come out of it? Absolutely nobody has been petitioned. Nobody has been brought to justice, because we can't petition our own family. We can't petition our wife, which is Wumi, that they said there's a possibility that he has their hands in the killing of your own son. You are saying she's our wife. We cannot put a thing against someone, his family, and be friends again.
You know, that's what I said, that people don't understand strategies. There's one girl that I used to, that when I was trying to, on TikTok, when I was staggering with understanding people, okay, how people do things and how the public is, how gullible they are, whatever. And that's how scammers exist.
Papariano, can I talk before I go back to work, please? I just love what the IT guy is doing. All these years, you guys were not asking questions. Because if somebody
we have always been asking questions.
If public is donating money for
thousands of questions.
If you're donating money for something and the money is not being used for that thing, then I told you the day even from the one I said it, go and listen to one video Bukky Jesse made.
Miller. Why is women not doing DNA?
They are still in court. They are going to do it.
No, does she need court to do DNA? Wait, does women need court to do DNA?
The thing has been brought to the public space.
No, I mean, why is she? Do you think women kill Mohbad?
You started. I just started.
Do you think women killed Mohbad?
Wunmi didn't kill Mohbad. Nobody killed Mohbad.
Is Wunmi number one suspect in Mohbad's death?
Nobody killed Mohbad.
Those of us who are here would believe she's number one suspect. So you cannot be in this conversation. Those of us who are here who believe she's number one suspect. So there's no, don't come and tell us what to do. We can find out what to do among ourselves. We'll debate you later on that one. That one's a different conversation. The one that we are here now, we are here trying to chill and relax with soft discussion. So now, the IT from where you left it, I wanted to cite one guy. Do you know that if anybody comes right now and says, guys, okay, this legal team is not doing this, it's not doing that, and immediately you provide an alternative. Not that you condemn them, you throw them away, and you will not provide an alternative. They're not doing that, okay? We have our son that we can take right now, and he's ready, and we want to sue him. Do you guys support that we do it? Should we sue him? We have a lawyer here that want to sue me, but all of us, we have to contribute to retain this lawyer. Should we go this way, guys, to sue him? Be surprised how people will turn out. Because that's what they want to hear. You have to... Even some their fathers have not eaten, their mothers have not eaten. They just want to see she gets sued. Alright? So there are people who know how to play those games. And that's why when I look at Yomi, I see like he understands the business, not just the working, the strategy, how to get justice, but you also understand the business aspect of it all. If he doesn't, then who brought him in has enlightened him properly on the business part of it, and that's why he's not making mistake in what he's doing. He's going smoothly as somebody who is instructed, okay, that these are the existing situation, okay? Don't fully go. You have to blend in. You have to blend in. You will still do what you want to do, but to survive between them, you have to blend. I don't really understand me. There's this guy on TikTok. The guy, I think he's from Australia. Okay, all the guy does, he just take placard, pay my bills. He's living large in his house whatsoever, and I mean, he just like pay my bills. If I tell you how much this guy they make every day, your papa the professor, not the maker. And you go see Nigerians go there. You guys are gonna move for you. What I'm gonna do like this? You're gonna come pay my own bills too. Do you know what the job is doing with them there? Not because you see them that man has captured them with this intelligence, this strategy. You two, you are going to tell this one, you're not going to compare my beast too. I'm sorry, you know. Is that how cheap you think they are? You two, you go find, understand what that man they do, see what thing they happen. Then you say, hey, you go sit down like a wise man. And then you bring them in. They will surely come in. When they come in, then you will do what you want to do. If you come with Jesus Christ, then very soon I want to be doing giveaway every month. I mean, just to be helping the public. That is for me. But anyway, so these are the things. If you come out today and say you want to sue me, people will turn out. They say that you are, when they have to say that you are ready, but tell them you have to be submissive to them because they are the one who want to do. You just want to hit it. Should we do it? Should we sue her? Okay. I have a lawyer. I have this already. Okay. But the lawyer will need money. Okay. If you guys are ready, should we do it? Say yes. We should not do it. Say no. Of course, not say yes. When they say yes, then okay. This is the price. Before you know, before evening. Basket don't fool. Then it is not up to you to follow up with a lawsuit or to just do camouflage, to do fake petition like Baba Mohbad. Just find one police there, sue me to police station, then call the police. Okay, tell me this cannot be grounded. This and this, shake head, no grade. Say no, this doesn't work. Then after police go talk now. I'm waiting police no video. Police go talk now. Then people will witness and they will say, truly, she tried her best. She petitioned. But police say, they no go bury your pikin. Police change them for her. But the intelligent person will ask, when police change them for her, what did he do next? What is his next action? What is alternative? That's why Baba team don't like me. Because me, I will ask them, when police say me go bury in front of your lawyer, police they tell me go bury your pikin, where you investigate what kill her. What do you do? What do your lawyer do? You don't know what to do. Okay, throw away that lawyer. Who will get another better lawyer? We know what to do. deceived. That's how they have been. And me, I don't have time. Me, I will do what is right. But when it's time for me to deal with the public, I know how to deal with the public. Simply. They made themselves to be like that. Not me. Because if I don't deal with them the way they are, they will all turn against me and be fighting me. They will even want to kill me and take my head. And they are wrong. Do I want to go that route? No. I will be where they are. Where they are, I will be there together with them. But we're telling them slowly, guys, don't forget to, this is what's going on. But let's just be there, sharp.
Just let me drop this more.
There is a parable in our language.
If Baba is trying to tell us not to drag Wumi systematically, that's what he's been doing for the past 12 months. All the opportunity, petition zero. Because we are family, we can't do this. If he is protecting Wumi's character and he doesn't want us to drag Wumi, why shouldn't we drag him every now and again? Because until we drag him and he changes his narratives and he actually decides to do the right thing. And even now they're talking DNA, and DNA is gone to family court. And I'm sure for the next 12 months, Baba will do nothing about that DNA. And it will sit there for the next 12 months if it needs to be, and if it suits him. So people don't understand that the same Baba is trying to cover every corners in which you can find the truth. And if he's doing that, because if, let's say, for instance, you have a situation where we celebrate Mohbad's 1 year tribute and all that kind of stuff, do you know people can even come to the public space and speak to professionals out there, speak to, I don't know, the mainstream media about the little things they know? But if you're suppressing that process, you definitely don't want people to speak. You don't want people to actually channel their anger out that can reveal some of the truth. And for as long as him and his lawyer that he hasn't given the right instruction to do the right thing, the public may need to keep dragging him. And I wish Yomi Fabi the best of luck. As much as we've dragged him, a lot has come out over the last week. The people that wanted to sort of like take him down the way they took down African TV, they have actually failed. As Papariano said, the guy has done his groundwork. We didn't give him the credit initially because we were suspicious of him coming out after 12 months. People say, oh, maybe because she has issues with some Ido lady or some other mama, this and that here and there. But he has come out, he's thrown his gauntlet in the ring. People, we've done our research, and then his foundation is inactive. It's no big deal whether his foundation is inactive or not, because if that guy hasn't said anything in the last 12 months, no wonder his foundation has been inactive since. Maybe this is an opportunity for him, but he seemed to know what he's doing. All we do, benefit of the doubt, how much is the money, is just going to be a fraction to the money we've given Joseph Aloba in the last 12 months. And we got an incredibly, most of the money gone towards autopsy and toxicology, until they come out with their own figure and their receipts. So we cannot say it any more than, if you've taken African TV out, if Brekete definitely has his own, if you go to Brekete's Wikipedia, you can see, first of all, his mission, you can see his vision. And you see, none of it has anything to do with investigating the death of anybody. We are advocating on behalf of small man on the street who hasn't been given justice, and we are chasing after, we're investigating, and we're giving them pocket justice where applicable. And then over a period of time, when we do that pocket load, people get to know us around the globe. Other funding bodies out there show interest in what we are doing, knowing how injustice is rife in our country, then they will support your plight. And this guy is international so far. He's a celebrity so far. He's got his face, he's got his voice. He will realign himself, because so far, if you type Yomi Fabiyi's name into Google, you will not find anything negative about his character, because the attempt to assassinate his character on TikTok has failed. It has failed. So he still has his reputation intact. And all we need to do is that little bit of money he needs, his lawyer, whoever, give him that little bit of money. He's not running away. He's not scared for anyone to drag him. And that's my take on it. Thank you, Papariano.
I think he has been too taught by somebody who understands the in and out of the situation. And again, he has the charisma, okay? Because this is somebody who was taking a part in a case that is opposite to the public interest. For example, now, how would you say anybody supporting women in this particular case right now? Then tomorrow, we have an important case, and it is that person hand who want to all, want to trust with the case. So we think the person may be compromised because we've been in the same case with the person at which the person was supporting. The candidate, the person that we all view as somebody who view not well, not to be all right. Okay, the person was supporting that person. So if later on in the future we have an important case, how can we trust it with somebody like that? So you may happen to be such person. The previous case that he was into, which I still have to check into that case right now because I didn't follow up that case very well. The Papariano case, they said it was siding. Is it pedophile?
It was siding He was hiding Baba Jesha. This is his point in that Baba Jesha case. Let's get it right. You see, the Baba Jesha case came up, and why he's stepping in because it looks like a setup. Now, this same person, that princess, who is the guardian of that victim, had such case before. He had such similar thing before. Now, Baba Jesha came, you say you want to do some acting, whatever it was in the house, and you know that Baba Jesha also liked the girl somehow. You guys now went to hide. You now say a lot of things. So for him, it was like, it wasn't a case of like rape. It is a case of setting someone up and calling it rape. That was why he came into it. And I think he was able, Baba Jesha, because in Lagos State, when you have rape case, they will give you life imprisonment. That is how strangers Lagos State has been on rape case. But Baba Jesha didn't get a life imprisonment. I think he got some years. He was able to fight his case, and it was only established that he had, I think they now call it assault or something. They just gave it some name. At the end of the day,
I'll talk about that case.
So what he came in to do is to say, yes, even if you tag someone as a rapist, you don't paint a different, imagery as to what happened. Let's look at it. If at the end of the day, everything is well spelled out, the person will be dealt with. I think he was charged for dealing with minor or something. That was the final case we had get. A lot of lawyers, advocates came into it, saw the case, and they were able to start. If not, they would have sent the guy to life imprisonment. Great pastors in Lagos that had good big church and are sent to medical doctors and they've been sent to life imprisonment on rape cases. So what he did on that is don't label it as rape, but let's see it as this. So, and I think it was like, he also tried to establish that the person that the complainant was trying to settle a score, an all-time score, and trying to beat it. I think that was it, and that was what happened. Yeah, it was with that case that he had case with Secretary.
Aristocrat, all in all, was there a situation whereby medicals were, when medication was administered?
Yeah, they did all those things.
Medical examiners,
they came into it. Yeah, they came out those things. At the end of the day, serious. You see, Lagos State is very strict with rape cases. Lagos State put all its arsenal into that case to establish that the guy actually raped. You can Google it. In court, he was not charged for rape. He was charged for other minor offenses. And now maybe
so,
the next
but
time
did you
you get
see
out of
semen in the lady's body?
I don't think.
I'm going to analyze that case later.
No, I did not think it got to knocking the level. You don't get to knocking level. You don't get to knocking
harassment.
level. Yeah, that was no form of penetration. That was no form of penetration.
To add more to Aristo's point, which is credible, here in England, there are vigilantes out there that can actually know that they have setting you up. The girl that if you are 25 years of age and you are sort of like engaging with a 13-year-old online, and you've set yourself up to go and meet this 13-year-old person in a hotel. Now you can imagine they now know this is being brought to their attention. They will make sure that you see it through, and when you see it through, when you get to the hotel, that is when they're going to ask you the question: why are you here? Are you here to meet a 13-year-old? Do you realize a 13-year-old? We have all the information on the WhatsApp exchange of information. So it is not a setup because the perpetrator is engaged in a formal sort of
No. I think I look at it like this. This is what happened. I'm trying to recall. Now, Baba Jesha is like a friend to the house. And I think he has, from what was explained, it has element of pedophile.
I think I know a bit about the case. Basically, Baba Jesha and Princess, they used to be, item. So Princess tried to help Baba Jesha in sending him to school. Now, when it blew up, they couldn't work out things anymore. So that beef has been there for a long time. Now, with this girl that they're claiming underage, first of all, they could not establish date of birth. They asked to provide date of birth. The certificate they could not provide. And the gate man of Princess had previously done the same thing, messed with this girl before, which Princess knew. And even Princess' younger brother had also done the same thing to the girl that Princess knew, but she refused to obviously sing out or prosecute them. But because of Baba Jesha, they had previous, contact. She now wanted to take that out on him. That was the reason why she came up to try to be friendly with Baba Jesha and said, I would like to work with you, come to my house. I have a script for you. So he went there with the hope of working on set. And the same girl that they claim Baba Jesha raped, because at first they said Baba Jesha disvirgin the girl with a car key when the girl was 7 years old. So and the girl is apparently maybe 15 now, according to them. So if you knew that Baba Jesha disvirgin the girl with car key, how come you did not sing out and get him arrested at the time? So how come after 7 years old to 15 years old, that is when you now come in and say, yeah, he had done it before, he disvirgin the girl with the car key, now you want to molest the girl again, when you are the one that actually set him up in the house by asking him to come and take a role in your new movie. So the little I know is what I've just explained to you now. There's more to it, and I think it's a personal beef between both of them. And even the princess now, she has run to London for asylum because she could not finish the case when they're asking for the birth certificate of the girl and why you could not report your own brother and the gate man that have previously done the same thing to the girl. So since that time, and because these people, they know people now, they know who and who. But in case of Jomi, he said if Baba Jesha is guilty, clean sheet, he does not mind. But don't try to use who you know to mess people up by saying, I will deal with you, you will rot in jail. That is not right. That is what he is fighting for, in my own little knowledge, with what I've heard him say.
the case is an interesting one, and I think I'm going to do the assignment, try to go through it. But what was the man doing in Princess House? What was he doing in Princess House? I mean, talkless of happening to rape or happening to have anything to do with the daughter. What was the man himself doing in another woman's house? J-Clock. I mean, since the crime happened at the woman's house, what was the man doing at that woman's house? Oh, he was invited for a movie shoot. For a movie shoot, he became a convict. See, there are a lot of things that happens there. It's just lucky. That man is lucky. It's lucky. And that's why people should have to be careful. People have different kind of lifestyle. Okay, so people are just not still the way they think and how they do things. It's really crazy. People should respect the law. The rule of law says don't do something. Don't think you're going to do it and get away with it. Don't. If rape is like a president in Lagos, don't put yourself in that position where you do not want to know anyone's age and you just want to put up with them. If you're caught, you're going live imprisonment. No so. Okay? No so in your head. You'll not be begging, you'll not be shouting, you're innocent or you're not innocent. How did you even get to that? I mean, how did you get to that situation where you have to be having such issues? It's the way you've been carrying yourself through, it's the way you've been acting around that person. You may even be suspected. You may not even have done it, or you might have been suspected. I mean, with the way you go around the person and the kind of information, that you guys share with that kid. So it's not right. It's not right.
A quick question for aristocrats. If you can hear me. Please. Yeah, so as we we're speaking a bit about Yomi, and we know how divided the public are at the moment and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, on this platform, they're calling us two-faced, but they don't know that sometimes when things happen and there are implications and subsequent findings, you probably can actually change your mind based on, what you find subsequent to what you know. And that can actually give you informed decision on where you place your judgment. But that aside, aristocrat, you mentioned something on Susie's platform about a number of foundations that you probably engaging with. I'm not sure if you've mentioned it here. So whilst we kind of pondering over whether we should support Yomi or not, well, do you have any update for us with regards to your engagement to the said foundations?
Oh, this is what I said on Susie platform. Since this matter started, and understanding what I know on the best way to go about this matter, I've, been engaging with a number of people who are setting up foundation, and it's actually two. One has set his own up. It is already up. It is running, and the foundation is looking into the welfare of young artists in providing legal support for them and educating them when it comes to, label artist relationship. I think that is one of the, issues with Mohbad. He had an issue with his record label where himself and the Malia Records are having fought and back and all that. I think the case is still in court. And we also understand that in the music industry or creative industry, as it were, all over the world, artists always have issues with their record label because the young talents, most especially, do not understand the legal aspect of their job. They are more interested in, I want to blow. They are interested in, they got me a car, they got me a house, I can bath up, I can move with my entourage, and that is it. But when it comes to the practicality of this, they now began to cry. This show that I had that they pay me 5 million, now 50,000 naira I receive. And they began to fight. They began to fight. I have put in a lot of work. My record label doesn't want to release the album. Even King Sunny Ade in the 70s had issues with Alagbada Records. That late legal luminary, Galifawe, used this at Ategu in his career. And he was able to help King Sunny Ade out of it. And he was able to get out of that case where King Sunny Ade will do show and they will sell record and he's only entitled to 10 naira or 5 naira out of every record sold. If he goes to show, they only give him, he will spend money rehearsing and all that. They go to party, they collect big money, they give him peanuts. Then he began to complain. He took the record label owner to court and they showed him, Oga, what is signed contract for these years. There is nothing you can do. It's a contract. But Fire was able to navigate and it happens. So it happens even all over the world. We have other cases. Michael Jackson had his own. Everybody had their own. Now, though that foundation is set out to help it. That is among many other things that they're going to do. That is one. There is another one, which the name is Restoration and Empowerment Foundation. Now, as part of their objective also is to look at how that under restoration to help people that are in need, people who need advocacy, seeking justice, doing the right thing within the polity, Nigeria as it were, to help them, people that injustice has been met out to, in case of rape, in case of losing job, in case of all that, empowerment in training people, in engaging people in communities, helping to restore dignity of communities. Maybe they have natural disaster, etc., etc. Those are the two ones that I'm engaged with now. So I've spoken to them. They've said, okay, they will consider it. It's still under advancement. They just registered. One is fully registered. They're already functioning. One is about to finish all the procedure of registration and etc., etc. So if at the end of the day they come into fusion and this NGO are also doing the right thing, they are getting their legal team, everything. As an NGO, if they see these, Mohbad kids as a thing they want to do, one thing they've said is they are not looking at saying we want to take over Mohbad's case. No. They are looking at areas where they can come in and see how they can help. For example, let me give a simple one. We know that Naira Marley, for example, has a case on this Mohbad's case. And he has a case of bullying and all that. Since he has been bailed, we've not heard anything about it. And these are areas our public are not little into. People only focus on that thing that is making noise. But there are other ways to get justice. Now, Naira Marley is there. It started from them. Injustice melted on this guy, etc., etc. There are cases of his royalty still in court. Nothing has been heard. And we have seen Naira Marley as a person coming out to say that he could have been an evil person. He could have been this, he could have been that. So in this case, he has case of bullying. Why hasn't the state continued this case? Since he was bailed, we've not heard anything about this case. So these are areas, I'm not saying these are areas these guys will go into, but that is why I just throw it out there that people should continue as a public. Public don't have to do the same thing. But public will look into a case. If there are areas that align with their objective and motive, they will come into it and they will tell the public what they want to do, areas they want to come into it, and people who want to support them will support them. African television is coming with one, and I think for African television, it has to come out and articulate what his foundation is for and what relevant it has with this justice for Mohbad. And people will follow him and follow his foundation, not him in person. And that has been my concern for Yomi too. If Yomi wants to come as Yomi Fabi, let him come out as Yomi Fabi. If you may want to come as as someone that is part of an NGO, let him come out as someone that is part of an NGO. And people support him. At the end of the day, it's the NGO you are supporting. Let's look at the classical case of that of Kano Art Foundation. When there was Kano Art Foundation, Paul Okoye came back from London. They started the interview. They went on media talking. Kanu came out and said, because I've had this history of art and I had my surgery and I was able to go back to Arsenal, I was able to function, I was able to come to Nigeria, and Nigeria was able to win gold in Atlanta Olympics. He came and said, I want to help other people that have art issue. Kanu never came out to say, send your money to Kanu, one calls account in Zenith Bank. Or Paul Okoye came that I am known to be a football promoter, a PR expert, that you should put money into it. They said, put money in the Kanu Art Foundation. And I think that is what foundation do. So for me I'm getting involved with two foundations now who have objective and who are saying that they want to add value to the society through experience of Mohbad, and they want to help other people. When they are ready, if they want to come into this Mohbad's matter, well, if they tell me they want to come, I will support them and I will advocate for them. But they are NGOs. It is not my NGO. It's that they are NGOs that I'm involved in, knowing that I have passion for helping people, which I've been doing in the past. And these are new NGOs. I'm involved with other NGOs that are doing other things. There are NGOs that are doing send children back to school that I'm involved with, train a child. They are running, and there are NGOs that are helping the elderly. They are running. And these NGOs seems to want to have passion for things like this. So there will be. And NGOs are meant to, last beyond the situation. Mohbad's case will be ended. There will be other cases that will come.
Yes,
if we continue to turn like that, and it will be.
You've actually answered my second question. And now that you've answered my second question, my advice to the public, because I do my research, and when I went on Brekete's Wikipedia, it says clearly that members will sometimes donate. Obviously, the patrons and members, the trustees will sometimes donate. But members of public that are impressed with the work we do can also follow suit. You can see the way they've done it. So for me, my advice to anyone who either has a foundation and is trying to establish one, do the right thing by engaging with organizations that can champion your vision, your mission, and get those organizations to start supporting you. And when you want to reach out to the public, direct them to a foundation and stop using bank accounts and advocacy to get the public to donate money. When you don't, first of all, have an experience, you don't have any substance whatsoever to actually make us believe that you stand for something. You see, the thing is that if I want to help you as an individual and you reach out to me and say you need money in any way whatsoever, I want to engage with you first. I want to listen to your story. And when I listen to your story, then I can help you. It is not going to be me saying, just send me your account. And then if I do that, I would have done the wrong thing. Because if that guy is trying to extort money off people, and he's actually done the same to 1,000 Nigerians, he probably will get 100,000 in the space of how many minutes? So sometimes we, members of the public, we think we're doing the right thing. We may be dragged into a shallow end, which will make us even think shallow. So if you have a foundation, make sure you have actually erected your foundation before you want people to elevate you. Asking money from the public directly is not always the right thing to do. If I go on Brekete's website, the Wikipedia, and I'm impressed with what he's achieved so far, and I've gone in there and I've actually seen some major bodies that have actually funded him with hundreds of thousands of dollars. Go in there and check. I may be impressed with what he's done and decide that, you know what, Brekete, I don't know you, but I through accidentally click, how do I donate? And I will donate. You need to lead us to your website. You need to set something else for us to actually see. You need to tell us a story that you can actually follow up. You need to give us substance. Now, if you come on TikTok and you are not going on Facebook, you are not going on X, and you are not going on Instagram, are you on TikTok because you've got friends on TikTok, followers on TikTok, believers on TikTok? Is TikTok that global? Is it so sensational that you cannot actually sort of like put yourself on a global space, set up a website, let us know what your mission statements are, your vision, what have you done, what are you advocating about, who are your patrons, who are your trustees, where is your registration? How do we authenticate and verify your registration? What experience do you actually have? What sort of formal training have you sort of like obtained a certificate or whatever of attendance? And what have you done to engage, to actually show proficiency in what you've learned? Carry us along, but stop sharing personal account and stop sharing accounts on social media. Let us have somewhere when we sleep at night and we decide that we want to put money in your foundation, we can just click on that link and donate the money to your foundation via the internet and not put us in a position where we'll now be asking you to be accountable, where we'll now be asking you for transparency, because you will be able to show us the testimony of what you are doing by associating yourself to the people you've helped, organization that are supporting you, something we can corroborate, something we can fact check. You are not going to get any dime off me on social media to support your foundation. It will not happen. I'm putting any money in anybody's bank account. If we've done it before, we thought we're doing the right thing, and after 12 months of the effort, we can now see that if the public had decided not to put money into GoFundMe, Wema, or Access Bank account, and the public had requested the presence and the assistance of a foundation, maybe we will be in a better place today where we will not be dragging anybody, but we'll be reaching out to a foundation for transparency. You see, if you go to Red Cross, just type in Red Cross annual account. Red Cross, see how much billion they will be receiving in donation across the globe. Type it, Google it right now, Red Cross annual accounts, and let you see how many years of account that they've published. The source, the processes, the trustees, the sponsors, what they've used the money for. This is the exemplary example that we need from people, our people who want to engage with us. We need to teach you guys to do the right thing. Start doing it now. Don't just go and get an Okokomaiko lawyer. Set yourself a foundation. If you want to build a castle, you need a foundation. If you now need the public support to carry you to build that castle because you're doing something for the public, you are carrying them along because they can actually see a substance of you having a foundation, not a bank account in your name, not a street account or a street address somewhere that we don't even want to verify any street account. But Brekete, go in there. Just type in Brekete family. Just type in Brekete family and just click on the link that says Wikipedia. And I implore anybody that want to set up a foundation, the ones that have set up foundation that they want us to believe them, to go onto Brekete Families Wikipedia and put something up there for us for the next week. Go in there, put something in there for the public. It shouldn't take too long for you to go in there. But at Tinubu, they will say he changes his date of birth every time on Wikipedia. At least if we type his name and we go with Wikipedia, there's still something there. I want to be able to see substance. That's why I'm not going to name any name. Who you are a foundation. Show us what you are made of. Let a white man that I'm speaking with, in my office talking about Mohbad, let him type your foundation name and say who you are. When we went to the radio station with Aristocrat, we did the radio station. Everybody in my office, all the white bloke in my office, they wanted to know about the case. How did you get involved in this case? I said, yes, a matter of interest, but I decided to make it mine. I decided to make it a point to be a force because of a number of reasons that is close to my heart. Because if we get it wrong, generations to come will suffer. How did you get into it? They showed interest. Now, my neighbor around the area where I live here in England, my previous neighbor is still my neighbor. I go and see him watch football. I told him, I didn't even tell him about Mohbad. I just sent him the link to sort of like say, I will be on here this hour. You will not believe that when I went to sit down with my neighbor, just this weekend gone, after the show, he was even telling me more about the case. And then I got to work on Monday. And we were discussing the case in the office as if I've narrated the story to them. Just that radio program with the little information they found on Wikipedia. Because when we did a search for Mohbad's death, BBC did not do justice to it, but the one on Wikipedia did justice to it. They digested that information, they listened to the program, and on Monday we were talking about it. So if you cannot put information about yourself where we can find it, why should we deal with you? I rest my mic for now. Thank you, Papariano. Thank you, Aristocrats.
Thank you, Zaki. I think one major thing that people just need to understand is this. Getting involved in public-related matter, you must be, it's like an individual, a professional. What is the essence of your resume? You build a resume to sell yourself. Without them meeting you with your resume, they will be able to make decision to call you for an interview or not. If your resume encapsulates and sells who you are to them, they will do some background checks and they'll say, okay, call this person, let's talk about it. And that is the first introduction. A guy cannot meet a lady that, for the first time you meet a lady, you ask for name and all that. You take a while to get to know the person. People must know you before they can trust you. So when that is not happening, it comes with a lot of misgivings. And that is why for me, your misgivings, I'm like, oh, if Yomi never mentioned he had a foundation and it was based on Yomi, which means people are only looking, oh, we've seen Yomi done something on Baba Ijesha. Oh, he has energy, the way he went about it, mobilizing professionals to support him. Maybe he can bring that to bear on this. That would be okay. On his personal achievement, that would be okay. But once he came and mentioned he had a foundation, my thought was fantastic. Use your personality to direct people to your foundation because all over the world you will get support. And your foundation has a name. And government, look at it, there are ministries that deal with foundation. In Lagos State, if you have a foundation, you need to register with the state itself. At the federal level, you need to register. There are forms you will fill. They need to see your certificate of registration, your CAC and all that. They will check it. Even the registration of foundation in Nigeria is more scrutiny than you registering in a company. You need to have with your board of trustees, you need to publish their names. People need to go to know, okay, who are these people and all that. Your pictures will be there. They got pictures of people. And that is what makes foundation, for people to check up. So it's always right to do the right thing. and for people to go about it. So for me, in this justice for Mohbad, for people that want to, to add one or two things to it, number one thing people need to understand is this: one foundation cannot come and say, I will be the one aggregating everything you want to get on this justice for Mohbad. It cannot happen. Foundation have different objectives. What part of justice for Mohbad is your foundation aiming at? Hold on to that part. If it resonates with your objective, if your board of trustees believe that is something they can engage in, let them engage in it and let it go. At the end of the day, whatever you do, you are responsible to your board of trustees and your donors to say these are the activities the foundation have done over this time. And this is advocacy that was done, and this is what was achieved. As long as it meets their objective, it's okay with them. And people should just learn to do things right, not coming in your own capacity. If people are doing things on personal capacity, they already know that is what they want to do. And they will always be short-time thing. Foundation are not only meant for one project. Justice for Mohbad, as it were, is just a project for foundation. If they think it's something they want to engage in, they will engage in it. We've achieved a lot of foundation. We've approached them saying, oh, this case of justice for Mohbad, would you like to consider it? You being advocate. Some go through it and say, no, it's not something we want to engage in it for now. That is how foundation operates. One person will not decide for them. They need to look at it. Is this something they want to, engage in it for now? And they will engage in it. If they don't want to engage, they say they don't want to engage. They have other things. There are more problems in the world that people can always, get involved in, and that's just it. Everybody go there, occasion. My humble panelists, if I may interject, I have a foundation and it's established, and we're somewhere in Victoria Island, and we have been functioning for about 5 years. And everything about my foundation can be observed through me. All my foundation, they are in my tummy. Everything is in my tummy. Sakuma, what are you playing at? It's a big foundation. What are you playing at? I was about to ask. I thought you being serious. I was about to ask. If you know it's not serious now. What's your vision? And then you started saying something. Disrespect me. All right, carry on. We're enjoying you. At my age, why will I come to lie to you? Everything is in my tummy, is in my brain. Everything it's been functioning for 5 years. On a more serious note, I was disappointed a little when I came on, and I was hearing my humble IT trying to defend Yomi. Please, Yoruba ni gbogbo àwa tá wà níbí. And the Yoruba adage tells us, charity begins at home. Ọmọ tó bá máa jáṣàmù, kékeré ló ti ń ṣẹnu ṣámṣám. All these two adages, Yomi failed. You see, I think it's going to be a litmus test now that anybody coming on Justice for Mohbad should first go to Yeye Kudi's platform. If the person can survive Yeye Kudi platform, then they can move to Bukky Jesse platform. Then before they now come to Papariano.
it's like, the equity platform is the magnet of fraudsters, so to speak. You see, you said you have this, you have that. Everything that is said on the equity platform is what that made people to listen to him and to want to contribute. At least I've listened to him on your equity platform about 5 times or so. Each time he's always mentioning his NGO, is this and that, is sitting behind a photograph of this and that, like he's in the office, like he's a real NGO. And when all these so-called NGOs and stuff were started being scrutinized, you find out that they are not functional. The issue is that what he brought out for people to listen to him, and I believe including Kudi and Bossman and that Mr. Leko, what's his name, is that they believe by word of mouth that this is who he is. That's why I started with the premise that I built NGO in my tummy. My office is in VI, everything is in my tummy. Because it's not different from what Yomi did. And I don't care what anybody says. I know 419 law in Nigeria, and it's still in existence. It's called obtaining money under false pretense. Police love using that law. When you derive petition. Obtaining by trick. Thank you. Obtaining by trick, obtaining under false pretense, they are all still in the camp. You see, when you do all these things and people believe in you, and all of a sudden, the leaders, don't forget it was Kudi's platform that started it. The leaders of the platform started asking questions. The young ones or the minor contributor or even some major contributors that doesn't want to be known, they won't come up. It is their representative, who is Kudi and Bossman, that is going to start asking questions. When you can't answer that question and you think they are insulting you or they are beneath you, why did you come there in the first place? Why did you accept the money? As far as I'm concerned, your main credentials is zero. No. It was zero in the movie theater industry. It was zero during Baba Ijesha because the guy was still sentenced. And it's zero now on Justice for Mohbad's platform. Anybody that still want to be kowtowing to him or donating money to him, they are on their own. But I will not, as a bona fide member of Papariano's platform, I will always go against it to give Yomi any benefit of a doubt. It doesn't. His foundation was flawed. His foundation was criminal. So how can you build on that? I'm listening.
Can I interject mildly and ask you a very serious question? You've made a lot of good points here, and some of it obviously we've discussed earlier this week. I remember 2 evenings ago, maybe it was Wednesday evening, you and I engaged and all that. We had a joke about the crates, 2,500 crates of Coca-Cola. Where is he gone? Is he here? Oh. What happened there? Is he still alive there?
Maybe his network
disappeared.
Maybe his network.
All right, okay. I'll wait for him to come back up. He said they should bring him up. So if we can bring him up.
Adeola should come up. Just typing and typing things we don't understand.
Yeah. Adeola should come up. Adedoyin, you should know better. Please come up.
That we don't understand what
no,
you're saying.
Yeah. Let's be gentle. Adedoyin, please come up. Sakuma, as I said earlier, and because we've touched on a number of points, very good, credible points that you made. As the public is listening, and as we're all listening, I want to ask you a very serious question. We understand all this aspect of championing foundation and actually believing foundation will make a difference, given what we've experienced over the last 12 months. I want to ask you this question. And that is, in your own opinion, if we really have to be serious, how can you advise us, members of the public, and what do you think is the way forward? Still talking about the same foundation aspect and the difference it can make. What sort of advice can you give us, even if you have to use Yomi as an example? But if you're using Yomi as an example, let's forget about what happened between Yomi and Yeye Kudi. Let's just be serious. Let's have a serious conversation. We know what's ensued there. We're not interested in that. Let them sort it out. But for now, we've got African television, we've got Yomi, and Aristocrat is giving us an indication that there are two other NGOs that is engaged with a disclaimer, because everybody's vision, because if you go on to Brekete Family, I keep using that as an example, Wikipedia. If you look at the vision, it's the vision that actually covers all areas in which they will touch the heart of Nigerians and how they will help them. And he stayed steadfast to that and decided not to allow his organization to be brought to disrepute by engaging with the Aloba family, because their case is a different scenario to his own vision. So let's just say this is where we are. What sort of advice can you give us, the general public, the Nigerian public, the donation sort of like stricken Nigerians that we just, as long as we like you, we are donating, we just donate. What sort of advice do you give us? How do we engage with these people that want to help the process, in your own opinion?
I would suggest the system that Aristocrats is bringing up. You see, there is supposed to be foundation that will cater for the public. Maybe where that foundation was coming from was a little bit tacky. But I would support a foundation the way that Aristocrat is building it. Aristocrat and Amen are working on something. You see, you have to gain people's trust. When you gain their trust, then people will follow. And you have to have objectives. And you have to be serious-minded. You have to be transparent. You have to be able and willing to display every penny and kobo you get. Anybody that says Baba is in control of this matter, no, he is not. Public foundation and public interest paramount to justice for Mohbad. There are ways and many things that we can do. Our focus is on the police. Let's forget Papa. Let's forget Papa Mohbad. Let's focus on the public and the police. What police have failed to do, what police have not done. And let's focus on the people who are surrounded in the case. As far as I'm concerned, as of today, I will put my money with Aristocrats and the way it's going. He said he's investigating some foundations that may come up. Let's wait for that. Why in a hurry to contribute money that somebody will go and use to buy boxers and call and lap pew pew? That is my take for now.
Yeah, the public, you've heard it, and you heard it first from we. Hold on, Suprema young lady. Let me finish before I hand over to you. So, members of the public, you heard it first from us, and as we have engaged with a number of foundations over the last 12 months, and all that kind of stuff, what we're trying to do is actually synthesize the whole process, sanitize it, and actually put our money where our mouth is by actually putting our character on the line. And I will support and champion what Sakuma is said, and I will stay steadfastly with Aristocrat, and let's see where we go from there. Over to you, Suprema young lady.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Are they doing? I've been reading your comments. I don't understand HG and other things you've been saying. Please come up and express yourself. I've been listening for a very long time, and Mr. IT guy, good morning. I greet you specially. Well, I'm very concerned about you. You seem to swing.
Good afternoon from here, but I will let you speak before I say anything. Carry on. Good afternoon.
Yeah, you seem to swing. You know, if you agree with one direction, someone comes with another direction, and you swing a lot. I've been listening for a long time. I don't have the power to bring you up. Maybe I do. Let me see. I think okay, I do. Let me bring you up. I can't. You have to request, and I'll be able to bring you up. You're me here, you're me there. I would tell you, I absolutely do not have anything against Yomi. And to tell you honestly speaking, I think I've said this before. I'm happy that Yomi has put a court or a stop or a halt to the GoFundMe completely. People donating into the access account. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm confused. I don't even know what to do. I don't know where to follow now. I'll just keep my money. Some people are, of course, heavily donating for Yomi now. So, I think Aloba had gotten enough. If they are turning this to a national cake, so be it. Let other people share from it too. Okay. Having said that, I also want you guys to remember that Yomi is an actor by profession. You know, when you see actors, they're flying in the movie, they are shooting, the gun, the blood, everything is fake. Fake. Because Yomi is an actor. Everything you say is now. I just hope I won't say I told you so, just like I've been saying it all along. So everything we see now, but I also listened to Papariano where he said, Lady Aries doesn't know how to deal with the public. That's what the public wants. This is how the pastor does it. Fake miracles. Suleiman said somebody went to the bathroom in Germany and came out from France and it was done. He went from France bathroom from the airport and came out back in Germany with no passport, no nothing. Fake here and there, but I guess that is what people want to buy. I don't know how. I'm not a politician. What you say is what you get, and I stand by it 100%. I don't know how to cajole or scam or scope, and the likes. I think that kind of synonyms to those words. So to me, I'm not gonna support. Why do I keep saying Yomi? I'm not. I'm happy that Mohbad has a competitor now from scamming the public. But it's just two devils. You make your choice. So aristocrats and
I'm gonna respond to that very quickly, simply because you've thrown something at me about swinging. And one thing that I want to make emphatically clear about this whole process is sometimes in life we need to go through a process of elimination. And when you're going through a process of elimination, you probably have to dish out second chances. Now, if you think about African TV, Does he deserve a second chance? Who knows? I'm not answering that question. Now, you look at your situation right now. Does he deserve a second chance? I will leave that to the public to decide. The reason why I'm saying that is that despite the fact that we're talking about what Aristocrat is talking about and is championed, the more people we have on the ground that have this foundation, the more they come to the public, we should literally engage them until they fail. Now, until someone has actually failed in its absolute.
Let me interject you right there.
No, let me finish. Let me finish.
No, before you finish,
you will derail my line of thoughts.
Go ahead.
You will derail my line of thoughts.
Yeah, no, you please request, and I'll bring you up.
If Yomi is come public and he has kind of misaligned himself to a group of people, and out of that process, there is his character then becomes questionable. And then the aftermath of that is these people have come out. The aftermath of that is that he has also come out and made his own statement. It is clear that they've actually fallen out. Earlier this week, I was on Susie's platform, and I thought that it will be useful for Yomi to engage with the said people, which Papariano will say, no, you shouldn't engage with them, it should just remain independent. But because he's engaged with them already, it may be the right thing to do. If he decides not to do such, if he is still putting his neck out and his character out, sort of like say, although what happened there happened and that will resolve itself, and the public are still clamoring after him, it is up to the public to decide that they want to do that. And that is a bit that I respect him for, not to be a guy who's going to run away. It doesn't really matter how many times we discredit him as we've done in the past and dragged him in the past. But when things come to our attention, and there is a need, let me finish, and there is a need for us to be objective, let's not sort of like shoot from the hip and just cross things off. The thing is, we can castigate people to a point, but there has to be time when you have to give them that chance to kind of realign themselves and actually do something about their character that became questionable. So that is what I'm saying is, if the public are still there and willing to support him, think about GoFundMe, think about Wema Bank and Access Bank. We've done that for 12 months. If we give Yomi himself maybe even 12 days to redeem himself, another 12 days, 1 minute, I'm coming, another 12 days to actually tell us that he's made mistakes and is now coming out to say he's going to correct that mistake. I believe he should be given the chance. It's not a matter of me swinging anywhere because I'm not putting one in his foundation. What I'm saying is actually that when we are on this side, when we are on this side, let's not be quick to judge people on the other side. That is my point.
I get your point, and you repeated it to really elaborate on that, but I still maintain my stand. Maybe because I put my mind and might in whatever I do. And I can tell you, categorically speaking, I have met a lot of people on this TikTok. It is indeed a TikTok. And you have to have a thick skin to take the talks that goes on this app. And there are some people I will not engage with when it comes to some certain level of business or stuff like that. I will not. You see, because you said we should give people opportunity, and if they fail, you see, it might be a weakness in me. I don't leave room for failure. I seems to have that, spiritual inclination. I don't know. I don't want to say I foresee the future, and I safeguard it. No, I don't say, oh well, let me try this, and if I fail, then I'll try again.
I think at my age, I probably have only 3 regrets. 3 regrets. I told them January 1st not to go with Odumosu because I foresaw that it won't work out. Oh, but this same Kudi and co and her gangs. And long story short, in April, they decided when she took everybody to her platform, you don't know, son, she lied to them, number one. She knew he wasn't his son. But when she got to her platform, she lied to them that it was his son. Oh, Victoria was just like that. I don't even know what kind of background. I want to know the home she grew up from. This are there. Go to January 3rd, 4th of her show. They were all about me, Victoria. But I foresaw this, and I tried my best to safeguard it. It wasn't in my power to. We safeguarded. Even Papariano said, Berekete, let us, I begged, I will pay for independent autopsy. You see that box you are occupying right now was the one Andy was occupying, and Andy said, trust issue. Right here on Papariano, I said, what is trust issue there? I said, I will pay. Because I don't give a shit about Papa Mohbad. But every time I see Mohbad's picture, woman sunkún sínú, even though I act tough out there, but woman sunkún sínú. So, you see, it's like every step of the way, I'll tell them, let's do it this way. Papariano said, maybe I don't have the charisma, I don't have what it takes to carry along the public. You see, I say so. They did not say so. I hardly delegate because I always have, I mean, that is the only way I know it was done correctly. You see, and my mom, if my mom is coming from work way back then when we were still very young and we first came to America, she I'm very hungry. Boil the water. As soon as my mom comes, she's a perfectionist. As soon as she comes into the house, she will use the boiled water to wash the pots. Because she will tell you, I don't know if you washed it clean. My mom is I'm not, but she's a perfectionist. She will now use the boiled water to wash the pots and now place the water and start the process again. That is how I was raised. So I hardly delegate and say, you do this, except when I trust the person and I know the person. Sarcoma, not to put you on the spot, but I probably will not do business with you. Never. Not because I want to put you on the spot, but because you have sat down and cook up a story again that were not true. Against someone, forget that it is me, that I got to find out that you just decided. To me, small lie, white lie, big lie, petty lie. No, I disagree. Hold on, sir. You didn't get my explanation yesterday. Hold on, sir. I said I added 2 plus 2. Somebody said something, and I added them together. Hold on, that is different from a lie. Hold on, sir. Hold on. And before you continue, sorry, while you gather your thoughts, IT guy, you are telling us to let Yomi go back and load his gun to come and attack us again. You are telling us, or what he is telling us, if I can come like this without proving anything, and I could swallow about 8 million. Let me go back and do my research and do correction. When I come back, you will put 50 million. You buy Prado for me.
Select money.
Check it at the break, Prado.
Thank you.
I have put one on my Botija. I didn't tag people, but I'm still going to do it because we have the chartered glass and stuff like that. We broke a Prado already. No, we actually did not break. Yes, now.
You've done it.
It's been broken.
Under which supervision? Under which prevailing circumstances?
Oh, and what to Mr. Pierce for national Prado and for they broke it.
What I'm saying,
I'm doing a lot of research, and I should be going to a Prado store tomorrow because
it should be verifiable.
Yeah, I think that I want to know the year of the Prado.
No, you don't waste money.
Yeah, I have to know the year of the Prado because some are glasses. I think older version are glasses. Newer version, from my research, are laminated. And they said they started changing them. I don't know what year. I'm going to call a Prado company. They started changing them because they said during collation, people get ejected. So they made it laminated to become harder and stronger so you will not get ejected during accidents. But I don't know what year. So we are doing the investigation and we shall see.
Seal, please. Let me interject. Apologies.
Okay, what's that? So Martin flow by our interjecting.
And so story go Mikano, Oyewa, not lie. And so I go Mikano, everything long
see me.
Mo ní pẹ́ńbẹ́ kí tó dàtọwọ́ mi mi ò Number one, Adedoyin that is here. I don't think this is Adedoyin that we know. Please talk.
I think it's the Adedoyin we know. You know, sometimes our Adedoyin is very irrational. She's the one. She's the one. You don't know Adedoyin. Adedoyin is another somebody. My eyes are on her.
How many accounts does she have? You know, I tried to check the account when it wasn't coming on. I found out that it was in private. That was why you can't make it.
Aristocrat, how are you, sir? Good morning, good afternoon, and good whatever. Good morning.
It's been a while,
or night, yes, I know.
I told her to take a break. I don't take the break because she will put comments. S.
Okay, do you know why I do that?
So put them together. I thought she was trying to spell Jesus. I don't put them together. Not spell Jesus.
Supreme, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good night.
Good morning, good day.
Do you know why I do that? Because sometimes I'm not too good with TikTok, and I'm trying to type my message. I'm trying to say what is on my mind. Then I just type and type and type. Okay, so now, first of all, Mr. Aristocrat, I want to apologize to you if you feel a little bit.
I'm talking.
Oh, okay. All right. Botija, Supreme, I apologize. Go ahead. I'll speak after you.
No, go ahead. I lost my train of thought.
Okay, thank you so much. I mean, first of all,